Welcome to another episode of The Creators Outlet, sponsored by our friends over at the Inked Marketing Team. If you need that extra shove and push for your Indiegogo or Kickstarter, contact Kevin Gillette over at Inked Marketing at www.inked.marketing today, who want us to remind you about Heel Turn the Comic, Issue 1, now live on Kickstarter, where the world of professional wrestling meets Dexter. Check it out today at inked.pub/heel turn. And now we welcome our special guest, the legendary Mr. Fisher. Hart Fisher, welcome.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just was having fun with you. Hi, guys. How are you? Good to see you.
Lex Museum. How's it going, man?
It's been pretty crazy. It's been, once I decided to come back to comic books and I got on the phone and I started calling everybody up and talking to all my old friends and seeing what they're up to and what they're into. Two pieces of good news. I was on the phone with Dan Fraga yesterday, and Dan is going to come on board, and he's committed to doing some new Bill the Bull stories with us. That was really cool. I've known Dan for a long. The thing that people don't understand about my history in comics is comic books is a very insular industry. And so when you go out and you do the conventions all the time, it's like your summer camp friends, and you work with people, you get excited by other artists, like I get excited when I see that Linsner has become so prolific, like Joseph Michael Linsner. I remember when it was a nightmare to try to get Joe to get anything done, but now he's just a machine. He's just cranking amazing stuff out. So here's the good news. One, we got Dan Fraga on board to do some new stuff in a year. And we had a creator come back to me. When I ended Boneyard Press, I left the industry in 2004. The industry was in a shambles. I had just gone through bankruptcy. I went through bankruptcy court in the year 2000 because Boneyard kind of drove me under. It drove me under for a little while. It happened to a lot of people. I remember when, it's kind of funny because Brian Polito, when he went through bankruptcy, he called me up to get advice because I used to be a writer for Chaos, and we all knew each other. We would call each other up on the phone and get advice back and forth. Hey, what do I do, man? I've been doing that now on setting up this Kickstarter. So 2 days ago, actually yesterday also, an artist contacted me from Brazil. He was doing the last Bill the Bull book. We're promoting right now the Bill the Bull Omnibus on Kickstarter. It's my book. Hey, Lorenzo, how are you, buddy? So I lost contact with so many of my people when I closed the company down in 2004. I closed Boneyard Press down in 2004, and I went into feature films and television production, and I'll go ahead and say it, adult films. I worked in adult films. I went into that full time instead of doing comics. So I left comics in 2004, and right around that time, one of the last books we ever solicited was Bill the Bull Midget Apocalypse, in which Bill the Bull gets involved in a brawl with a bunch of crazy, insane midget wrestlers that are real guys. A guy named Ace Craft. I was working with a real midget wrestling troupe, and it was going to be a crossover book between Bill the Bull and these actual midget wrestlers. And it was drawn by Thomas Milan. And I lost Tomas, maybe that's how you pronounce it because he's Brazilian. And I lost touch with him. I completely lost touch with him. And he hit me up today or yesterday, and he's got the whole story. He's got the whole issue. It's all done. So I'm literally sitting on a full Bill the Bull comic, Midget Apocalypse, that we need to do. Like, after we do this Kickstarter for the Omnibus for all the stuff that's in print, we got to do another Kickstarter for all this other stuff I've been finding. A really great 20-page Bill the Bull story that was never printed called Joey Bag of Donuts. Another story that's half drawn. It's like 5 pages of unpublished work by John Cassaday. He was in the middle of doing this Bill the Bull story for me. And most people don't know that John Cassaday started at Boneyard Press. He started drawing Bill the Bull. And in fact, Bill the Bull is one of the great breaking grounds for a lot of amazing artists like Duncan Rouleau, Jason Moore, Frank Forte. So many amazing creators got their career start with Bill the Bull. And I've been talking to everybody, and it's been really wonderful to have Tomas get a hold of me online. And that's what I woke up to yesterday. And I got to talk to him and reconnect with him. So my reason of coming back to comics was about love, was about my love for comics and the art form. And dude, it's coming back to me. It's all coming back to me. I'm really excited. All right, William, I'll shut up for a minute and let you talk.
No. I just want to lead you into stuff and let you talk, because because I've seen you on a bunch of other streams. Of course, I saw you on Pop Stream. I saw you on Variant Stream. You have got to be the #1 hype man for comics in the world.
You think so?
Because stuff just rolls off your tongue. Like this. Stuff used to roll off my tongue like that, but I've been a public
figure. This is the 30-year anniversary of Boneyard Press. So with Boneyard Press, 30 years. I mean, 30 years. I started my career with Boneyard. In 1991, we launched our first comic book, Dark Angel. It sold out. We sold out. We had a second printing. The second issue of Dark Angel had a cover by Kelly Jones. I don't know how many people like that artist, but I love Kelly's work. He's fantastic. And not just the Batman stuff, too. I love when he draws the character Deadman. I don't think anybody else gets Deadman the same way that Kelly does. But I've been a public figure. I mean, the whole thing with the Dahmer books I did, and I've been on Sally Jesse Raphael, Jerry Springer, Larry King, CNN Headline News, a multitude of news outlets. So I had a lot of experience that other artists didn't in talking. Like most artists, they're sitting in their mom's basement drawing comics. And guys, I started the same way. Drawing my comic books in my mom's basement, for real. And I've been drawing comics since I was 5 years old. I love it. I love the art form of comics. I've been gone for a long time, frankly. In 2004, I was really burned out. And I had entered into a new marriage, and my father had recently passed. My father passed away in 2004. So a lot of my life and energy was just sucked out of me. And now it's 2021, and I've been working on this Kickstarter and coming back to comics for about a year. Gary Donguzzo, it's Gary Guzzo. Gary's a old friend of mine who's really an important figure in the comic book industry. He's not known to the public, okay? But behind the scenes, Gary is a guy who works tirelessly for comics. And who is Gary? Well, Gary was a gentleman who worked for Marvel Comics. He was in charge of retail promotions. Like he had, I think at one point his budget was like $250,000 a year just to go entertain retailers. And this is in the early 90s. And he worked with Jim Shooter. He worked for all these different companies. And Gary was also a guy that was really on me to come back to comics. I see a piece there. George Perez did some of the artwork. Yeah, George Perez did a cover for us for Bill the Bull, One Shot, One Bourbon, One Beer, #2. He did the cover for that. I'm a huge George Perez fan. So for me to get him as one of the covers of Bill the Bull's my favorite character to write. He is without a doubt my favorite character to create and write. And originally, I was the partner, the private eye partner, Nicholas Stone. And I started drawing these comic books in high school. I started them in high school, freshman year algebra class. And I drew all my friends from school into the comics. And my mother worked for the Department of Public Aid, and she had access to a Xerox machine. So my mother would Xerox my comic books for me. And it's funny because I was talking to Dan Fraga about this, and Dan was saying the same shit. Dan's like, yeah, my mom did the same thing. My mother, I would come to her office to her work, and I would get my comics, and I would Xerox them up, and I'd sell them at school. So I thought I was the only kid that was doing this. So Dan, dude, it's good talking to you yesterday, man. It was really good talking to you. He's an old friend of Dan Plagle, who did a lot of the Babylon Crush stuff for Boneyard Press. Mm-hmm. And again, I'm going to come back to this industry. We know each other, guys. It's funny. They're like, how do you know Billy Tucci? I remember having dinner with Billy in the East Coast at a comic convention before he ever got anything published. And, him and Brian Polito, us all sitting at a table, and I was the one publishing, and they hadn't published yet. You get what I mean? It's a thing. Plus, I like new talent. I like meeting new talent. I like developing talent. I really like bringing in new art and new visions into what I do. That's what I do at American Horrors. If you guys didn't know this, I run the #1 fastest growing horror channel in the world, American Horrors. and it's a linear streaming horror channel that's free on your Roku or online at AmericanHorrorsFilmFestival.com, also at BoneyardPress2020.com. For the comic book stuff, go to BoneyardPress2020.com. We just threw up a bunch of new stuff. There's a bunch of really cool links to videos, and there's a link to the American Horrors channel. There's a whole VOD section, and we're adding more and more material to this website every day. And also, when you go to the Kickstarter Omnibus, go check it out, because, okay, I'll admit this, William, I went into the original artwork, and there were some pages in there where there's a story called Horror, drawn by Matt Roach, and it's a really good story where this whore has murdered one of Bill the Bull's close friends, and he's looking for her, and he's beating up her pimp to find out where she is, and he's beating the shit out of her and beating the shit out of him. And I'm looking at the dialogue, and I'm like, I can't put this on Kickstarter. I can't put this on here. So I had to go in and I had to re-letter all the word balloons and put different dialogue in there, because it was too hardcore for Kickstarter, let me tell you.
Yeah, I can't quite get all the underground lingo in my book because Kickstarter is approved.
Well, they've got these rules. You know, I understand where they're coming from. They're a big corporation. There's a lot of money involved. So one of the things I do as a publisher, the mature readers label on comics, I'm honest with that stuff. You know what I mean? Dealing with retailers, you want to let a retailer know what the content of your book is, so they know how to sell it to their consumers, so they don't sell. Bill the Bull isn't appropriate for children. I'm going to say that right now, guys. Bill the Bull is completely inappropriate for children. This was written for grown-ups, okay, guys? So these are the books for you. They're not for kids at all. No. There's a story in here called Lubricant, written by Bill Yukich, in which a couple of jerk yuppies rear-end Bill the Bull's car, and they're laughing about it. He gets out of his car, and he makes them rape each other under gunpoint. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Bill the Bull makes these two yuppies screw each other under gunpoint. So this is not the usual comics. This is not. I want to avoid. Go ahead. You talk, William.
These are not your dad's comic books.
Yeah, but they are your dad's comic books. And that's what I mean. Your comics are for sissies. Your comic books are for candy boys. They're for people that bend over on Facebook and go, I'm so sorry, insulted you with my Joe. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. Oh, I'm so sorry. There's no apologies in this book.
Good.
You get me?
So sick of, I'm sorry I didn't use your pronoun. I don't give a
I know. Come on, folks. We're human beings. We all make mistakes. And this notion now where they're going to comb through your Twitter from 20 years ago or your Twitter from, I don't know. Can I swear on this podcast?
Fuck yeah. That's what this is for.
All right, so you got these fucking assholes. You got these fucking dicks, these fucking hall monitors that go through your Twitter and find something stupid you said from 20 years ago, and they want to make you feel like shit about it now. Hey, guys, isn't that part of why you go to jail and serve your time and re-enter society? Because you're a reformed criminal? So if you're punishing people for something they said 20 years ago, you're a dick! You're an asshole! Oh, God, you got to let people grow. You got to let people change. I mean, look at me. I used to be quite an angry guy, and now I'm fun-loving and quite easy to get along with.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I'm a lot more fun to be around than I was in the 90s, let me tell you, man.
Well, yeah, I was no fun to be around in the 90s either.
Well, part of the thing about Bill the Bull that we're doing with the Bill the Bull Omnibus is we're not only reprinting the stories, we're reprinting like the actual editorials, the epitaphs. Boneyard Press was the outlaw publisher in comics, period. There's nobody else that's as big of an outlaw publisher as Boneyard Press. Nobody. The only people that come close are Michael Diana, from Michael Hunt Comics and from Boiled Angel. Michael Diane is one of the only comic book artists to ever go to jail for their artwork. And I published Michael's work in the pages of Flowers and the Razor Wire. And I was part of his defense. And I was one of the people that held the Comic Book Legal Defense Fund's feet to the fire to make sure they took care of Mike. And Danzig with Verotic, that guy's an outlaw publisher, and he stood up when they tried to ban, my story, Taste of Cherry in the pages of Verotic #4 is banned in Oklahoma to this day as obscene material. A lot of the work I was doing in the 90s was highly influenced by the violence in my life. I had a very violent life, and I have had a lot of abuse in my life. I'm a victim of violent crime. I'm a victim of sexual abuse. I have post-traumatic stress disorder. I'm kind of crazy guy, but I'm crazy like a fox. So I took all that experience with violence and with victimization, and I put it into my writing. That was my thing, is my writing is how I would exercise these, not exercise, to get them out of me, to get these things out of me. Comic books and horror movies and action films were a great, wonderful fictional place to help me process emotions I didn't understand, to help me deal with violence I couldn't comprehend. That's where fiction came in. And so Bill the Bull is a child of this. Bill the Bull is a child of this kind of violence, this kind of reality. I grew up reading James M. Cain and Jim Thompson and Dashiell Hammett and Raymond Chandler and Andrew Vox and Eugene Izzy and James Elroy and all those Time Life books on assassination and true crime. I mean, these are the things that I grew up reading and experiencing around me in Chicago, on the south side of Chicago. So Bill the Bull, you can't call it your dad's book. The only reason you could call it your father's book, it's free. It's free of Twitter. It's free of social media. It is an original artistic thought based on actual life experience. It isn't something that was done to get likes or laughs. I did it to keep myself alive. I did this work to keep myself from going crazy. So this work is very important to me. Bill the Bull has been with me since I was a kid in high school. So that's why I'm back to comics with Bill the Bull. And my mother passed away in January. We were going to do this last year. We were going to relaunch the Kickstarter last year. But right around this time, COVID hit, and my mother had brain surgery. Long story short, I had to really think about, what am I doing this for? Why am I back? Why am I doing comics again? And frankly, I missed these characters. I missed the art form. I missed Bill the Bull. I miss Dark Angel. I miss Babylon Crush. I miss all my artists, working with my artists. It's fun. It's fun working at American Horrors. I get to replicate the Boneyard Press experience a bit by doing the television channel American Horrors, available free on Roku.
And I'm thrilled because I have a Roku TV in my bedroom.
Nice. So I have that experience in working in film and TV. I have that experience in working in music videos. I did a lot of music video directing. I've got a 30-year relationship with Glenn Danzig. I've done a lot of work with Danzig and Doyle from the Misfits. I've been able to work with a lot of artists that was a big dream for me. So now my mom passed, and I was up at her place, and I was cleaning out her attic, and I found a big cardboard box. It was a giant cardboard box. And it was filled with every comic book I ever drew since I was 5. Every one, all of them. I mean, I've been doing comics since I was 5 years old. I'm a big geek. What can I tell you? I'm a big geek. And I love comics. And it was really cool. I mean, Abby was actually with me. Abby was with me there when I was showing her to her. I'm like, what the fuck is this? The Beast? What is this character? I drew 30 issues of a character called the Beast. I did 30 issues. I drew that. I don't even remember it because I was such a kid. Yeah. And I was very prolific. And so Bill the Bull is that. I found the original Bill the Bull comics I drew in high school in my mom's attic. She kept them all. And that's part of the Kickstarter. What we're going to be launching tomorrow is we're going to start putting up, and I hate to use the word, but it's right, the floppies. I'm going to release the original Bill the Bull comics that I did in high school. So this is happening. We've only got 2 weeks left on this Kickstarter, guys. 2 weeks to get it together and get your ass on this. And I know a lot of people go, I don't know if I want to contribute. You're a little low. This isn't a horse race. This is real. Like, get behind this because you want these books, because you want to read these books. I could have done a bunch of shitty fucking variants. I could have called up my friends and done I could have done 20 different variant covers, but I want to deliver something really with weight. And so the Bill the Bull Omnibus is over 325 pages, and it's got the first published work of John Cassaday, the first published work of Duncan Rouleau, early work by Jason Moore, early work by Frank Forte. These are all major names in the industry. These are all amazing artists. And there's more that you don't know about. There's more guys that never made it to the top that are amazing. The work in the Bill the Bull Omnibus is fantastic. And I really urge people at home, contribute, make this happen. This is the first one of many. We've got new books coming. We've got new stuff we're doing. I need you guys to share this. Even if you're broke, share the campaign.
Oh,
if you don't have any money, share the campaign. Talk about why you like it. Talk about why you care. I mean, that's what this is about. I really care about these books. I really care about being back in the industry. I'm kind of sad to see where things are right now. It's a bitch, but at the same time, this Kickstarter thing and this Indiegogo thing has freed creators in a way that I never saw. I never saw it happening. I never saw it coming. And Billy has really been instrumental in talking to me about this. His wife, Deborah, more his wife than him. Guys, sometimes you're going to want to talk to those ladies. I mean, you may think, oh, that's just Billy's wife. No, that's his business partner. That's a major influence on what's happening. Deborah Tucci is an amazing part of Billy's success. That's a big part of why he is where he is, because he's got an amazing wife in his corner, an amazing partner, an amazing friend. Same with Brian Pulido, with Francisca Pulido. People want to talk about how women don't have any influence in comics. They're dead fucking wrong. Fran, if it wasn't for Fran, you wouldn't have the chaos that you have today. Fran Pulido's right in there. Also, I'm going to say Joseph Michael Linsner's wife, Christina. That's one hell of a lady. That is one hell of an amazing lady, an amazing talent. So there's a lot going on, more than you would think. And gentlemen, sometimes maybe you should talk to the wife.
Yeah, I'm a huge Joe Linsner fan. I used to go to the old creation conventions back in the day, and we went to one, and
let me get a refill break.
They would give you like the free black and white like newsprint thing for what's going on, and you'd have the panels and stuff. And Joe did the artwork for one. And this is back in the early 90s. And I still have that thing. I took a picture of it and I posted it on like their Facebook page, their fan page there. And I kept it because I really dug the artwork. And there was a bunch of early Crypt the Dawn stuff in there. But the cover,
Cry for Dawn,
yeah. He did what to me looked like a comic book homage of Theater of Pain from Motley Crue, but with the face masks of Joker and Batman on the cover. And I'm like, that's just awesome. So I still have it to this day. So
I got to come clean, you know. Oh, yeah, that's right. Guys, Billy launched his, again, another omnibus. He's launching his She Omnibus.
Yep.
And I'm happy to say, Billy, thank you for contributing to my Kickstarter Omnibus. I am going to contribute to your She Omnibus for sure, but thank you so much for all the help you've given me, and especially Deborah. Debbie, thank you for taking time to talk to me so much on the phone and help me figure this stuff out. I really appreciate it. And speaking of that, what do we got here? Oh, look at these pretty guys. Look at that pretty guy. And I'm talking about Billy, not me, damn it. And I don't know if you guys have seen it, but there's these photographs online with Billy looking just like he came out of the Lost Boys. It's the best picture. It's from the 80s. He's got like the puffed up hair mullet. And believe me, guys, there's plenty of pictures of me from the 80s with a bad mullet. Let me tell you. Are we both reading the thing at the bottom of the screen now?
Yes, we are.
I didn't know anything about Roz Kirby. I didn't know anything about his wife. I only knew about Jack Kirby.
Sim said he was on the very first stream he was on as a guest you were on.
Uh-oh. Which one is that? How much trouble was I causing? People at home, this is a much nicer version of me.
Yeah, Billy's a super nice dude, man.
Yeah, for anybody at home, Billy's a real person. Okay, guys, it's not fake. That's really Billy. Now, granted, he's kind of nice to you folks. But that's Billy all the way. That's the thing I love about comics and I miss about comics. I really miss meeting the fans. I miss talking to the fans. I miss doing shows.
Yeah, I miss conventions a lot last year because I started covering. I covered Rhode Island Comic Con because I'm down in.
Where are you going, my Jack and Coke woman? I'm sorry. Give me that. Okay.
I'm in Massachusetts, down by the Rhode Island border, and so I covered Rhode Island Comic Con back in 2019. What?
I'm sorry to interrupt, but if I start getting really wild, it's because of Abby. She made my Jack and Coke. Really, Jackie?
Oh, well.
Woo!
You're saying that like it's a bad thing.
Well, I'm trying to be. I can get kind of crazy when I drink too much Jack Daniels. Strip club DJ says.
Fuck yeah.
That's right, dude. My brother was the manager at a place called the Hollywood A Go-Go in Burbank, in Los Angeles. I've worked as a bouncer. I've worked with a lot of dancing ladies. I don't want to call them strippers because I feel like it's a negative connotation. And another thing I missed about doing conventions was, and I'm going to say boneyard bitches, and bitches in no way is a negative connotation. I miss Ginger Hill. I miss Mistress Xavier. I miss Mistress Layla. I miss all of the crazy boneyard bitches that would come out with me at these comic conventions. Ginger was a character in these comic books. She was the girlfriend of Merle in the Babylon Crush books. And we're reprinting the Ginger Hill Attacks book since it's the first Boneyard crossover. This is the first story that has Dark Angel, Babylon Crush, and Bill the Bull and Ginger Hill all together in like one book. So that's going to be in the Omnibus. The Omnibus is really filled with a lot of fucking great comics. If you're a Heavy Metal Magazine fan, if you're a fan of Lobo, if you're a fan of, I would say, the Hellboy movies, you'll love these books.
10 foot tall and bulletproof.
Sim
says he's promoting his first campaign on Indiegogo, Blood Hunt, and he thinks he was a special Indie Volt show, if he remembers properly, back in 2018.
Okay, all right. That, because a lot of different guys have been trying to get me back into the industry, and Max DeVille is one of them. I'm very happy. Congratulations, Max. You raised your money for your Kickstarter in one day. Good job, buddy. Max and I have been working together for the last 5 or so years, and most people at home do not know that Max DeVille was a Bill the Bull fan in high school. So Max would skip school, light up a joint, and read Bill the Bull comic books. So these aren't your daddy's comics. These are your outlaw daddy's comics when your dad was a rebel, when your dad was trouble, when your dad didn't have you around to deal with or worry about or pay for your school fees or getting that little thing that you wanted for Christmas. This is the shit your dad was into if your dad was a rock and roll heavy metal outlaw. These aren't, to me, Lobo's the pussy version of Bill the Bull. You get what I'm saying? Lobo's the candy ass version of Bill the Bull. Bill the Bull's the real thing. I don't think. God damn it! I'm going to give something away here. Could you guys name for me the issue of Lobo where he chokes a woman to death with his dick?
No, but it sounds like a Friday night I had once.
You did say you worked in the stripper industry for 30 plus years as a DJ, you dirty bastard, and you only got out when you got stuck in a wheelchair. Are you in a wheelchair right now, William?
Yep.
What happened to you, buddy?
I ended up in a coma in 20. Well, I actually died. They put me into a medical coma. Everything stopped working, and they didn't think I was going to pull out of it because I was in for almost 2 months. And I went in and didn't know what was wrong with me. I had what looked like a lump on the back of my right calf, the size of a softball. It was filled with sepsis, and then it exploded.
Sepsis?
Sepsis.
Fuck, dude.
Well, I'm not done yet.
Okay.
I also had cellulitis. And,
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what it is. It's a blood disease.
Okay.
It causes like an infection in your blood. Usually when you're overweight, and I'm still like way overweight, but I was 2 years ago.
One of the things that killed my wife was she had severe anemia. We don't know why. Her body just stopped producing blood. My late wife, Wakako Kawagoshi Fisher, her body just quit producing blood. And so because she was battling this severe anemia, her body was so weakened, the cancer that she had survived in 2006 came back because her body couldn't fight it off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when you say sepsis of sepsis, and then you said you got this other blood issue, how many bodies are buried in your backyard? How many children did you kill? What the hell? What kind of cocaine were you doing, you crazy bastard? What the hell happened to you?
Hey, it was just once. I was too drunk. I had to bump a line.
I'm here to tell the kids I have never done a line of cocaine in my whole fucking life. Never done coke, never done meth, never done LSD. People think I'm some kind of druggy freak. Nope. No. I didn't smoke one single joint till I was 31. 31, guys. You can make it through life without being on all that stuff.
Yeah, I made it through high school without smoking a joint. I also quit.
Me neither.
I also quit high school, but I quit high school, and the next day I had my GED, and went to work and went to college 2 years later. So, but what were we talking about? I got side.
You were telling me about you're going to make things worse. Yeah. You were talking about your blood disease, and you're like, "Oh no, it gets worse." And I'm like, "Did your balls rot off your body slowly? What do you mean it gets worse?"
No, but they're hanging halfway to my knees.
Isn't that most old guys?
Yeah, all of that. That's why. Have you seen the commercials? All these men's underwear commercials now have these special ball sacks for your balls. Keeps them from sweating. What? Yeah.
What?
I died laughing. Pops will tell you. I saw the commercial and I shared it to him. He told me to fuck off. He told me to fuck off. But
no, I haven't seen this. But I remember when I was partying in Los Angeles, there was a club we used to go to. It was an S&M club called Cinematic, and there was a dude there who had his scrotum was pierced, and he had a fucking heavy, like a padlock, like this major piercing. It was like a 000 gauge, and this thing would be hanging down between his knees. And I remember one time him dancing. He's like dancing, and this thing's swinging back and forth between his kneecaps. And I went up and I'm talking to him, and I'm like, "Hey, dude, how do you run?" And he goes, "Carefully." And that ain't a joke. That's what he said to me. And I've got a great story about John Cassidy and me and John Lucas partying at Cinematic. But I don't think I want to tell that on the air. I think I need to maintain John's confidence, and that's a barroom conversation, guys.
Okay, we'll do that a different time when you come to Boston.
In a bar where there's no cameras or microphones. So go to the Bill the Bull Kickstarter today and contribute to the Bill the Bull Omnibus right away.
Yeah, I send everybody kind of like fucked up shit.
No, these guys were sleeping on my couch, and the way I woke them up wasn't so. I mean, it was damn funny, but that's a barroom conversation. John Lucas, wherever you're at, I could hear you laughing. I could hear you laughing right now. I could really hear you. She's got an Adam's apple. She's got an Adam's apple, John.
Uh-oh. I have a story like that. It is also a barroom conversation.
See, the thing, guys, is I'm known as a wild man. I am a wild man, but I will maintain your confidence. It's interesting that the press has not acknowledged that Billie Eilish grew up next door to me. The press has been asking, why is pop star Billie Eilish so dark? Hi, how you doing? I'm her first director. I'm Billie's first director. She's in the opening credits for the first American Horrors TV show. And she's also Okay, I see a question. Why the fuck would I censor the dialogue in Bill the Bull? It's completely uncut, dude.
I think
Lorenzo, it's uncut, buddy. It's uncut. No one's censoring the dialogue. I did it on the Kickstarter. I did it on the Kickstarter page.
Oh, so yeah.
So it's not censored in the omnibus. So the art on the Kickstarter, go to the Kickstarter. You guys will laugh your butts off because I changed all the dialogue in the word balloons. You get what I mean? I re-lettered all the artwork. So if you go to the Bill the Bull Omnibus Kickstarter, you're going to laugh your asses off because I took out the inflammatory stuff in the Kickstarter art, but in the book, it's all there. You get what I mean? You get what I mean, right, William?
Yeah, he had to change it on the page for Kickstarter because they got rules.
They got rules, and I follow the rules sometimes.
But it's only changed there. The book is completely unleashed. Correct.
Yeah, it is. It's exactly what we did in the day, so it's definitely, you're going to go bananas. People are going to lose their minds when they get this book. It's 2021, and I look around me and I see what's happening in society, and everybody thinks that this PC thing, this politically correct thing, I'm using a different buzzword. You guys think cancel culture's new. It isn't new. William and I grew up with politically correct, the notion of politically correct statements. We grew up with Al Gore's wife, Tipper Gore, trying to censor rock and roll and rap music. Okay. So this issue of other folks outside of the industry trying to censor artists it's nothing new. It's an ongoing battle. It's a battle. And this thing with Facebook censoring doctors or YouTube censoring doctors over COVID information is sickening. It makes me sick to see that YouTube is policing people's posts. What are you guys going to do next? Are they going to get on my phone call? Is there going to be a third person on my phone call and they're going to go, that stuff that you were talking about, the CDC vaccine guidelines, that's a lie. That's all a lie. Well, you are on the phone now, and what you're saying is that next, guys? This censorship that's happening in our society they want to censor text messages. They want to be able to control your text messages. So, folks, this is the work they're afraid of. There's a reason why you haven't read about me in any of the trades. There's a reason why you haven't seen this stuff in the price guides. They've been trying to hide who I am from the public for a long, long time. And why? I'm uncontrollable and I speak the truth. And I'm honest to myself and I support artists. I believe in free speech. I believe in free speech for everybody. I believe in free speech for people who say things I don't agree with. So this notion that they're going to police language, that they're going to police, you can't spread vaccine misinformation. What, I'm not allowed to talk? I'm not allowed to have my opinion? Fuck you. Fuck you, motherfucker. Fuck you. You think you're going to gag me? Fuck you, motherfucker. You think you're going to silence me? Fuck you, motherfucker. You think I'm going to go quietly into the night?
Nope, but you might ask for another Jack and Coke soon.
I'm about halfway through, and I'm really enjoying myself in my conversation with you, but I feel like I'm dominating, William.
No, but what I am going to do is I am going to bring the Kickstarter up because...
Dude, definitely. Ask me some questions. Stop letting me rant. Ask me some stuff.
Well, I'm enjoying the rants because this is fun.
I know, but I can get off topic.
As well as myself, yes. So the first question I'm going to ask is the goal.
It's high, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, a lot of people try to game the system. They will set a goal really low. They'll set it low so they can crow that they hit it really quick.
Yeah.
I have no desire to game a system. I have an actual product. I've been releasing products to the public for 30 years. I've done books. I've done the Vampire Hunters kit with Vampire's Lust guys. We're used to bringing products to market, movies, TV, feature films, books. So I could have set the goal at 500. I could have done that, but I believe in the product. I believe in what we're doing. And I think that you guys are going to stand up. I think that I've been busy. My mom passed. So my mother passed away. I've been dealing with her estate. I've been dealing with people that aren't in the will. I've been dealing with a lot of crazy stuff outside of my business, and it's cost me. I haven't been able to promote like I wanted to. So these next 2 weeks I think are crucial, but I'm a long distance swimmer. I was always an endurance athlete. And when I swam my 20 lap race, the 500, the first 10 laps weren't that important. I'm on the last 10. And so now we got to get up. Now I'm going to be hitting the airwaves. I'm adding a lot of stuff. I am adding a lot of collectible stuff as reward tiers now. We now have an alternative cover. We're offering these floppies of the original Bill the Bull books I drew in high school. That stuff is going to go up tomorrow. So here we are talking on Tuesday night. On Wednesday, it's going to be up. So I like to keep going stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. And that's what I'm doing now. And I need your support. I need people to come on board. I need people to go ahead and help. I need people to campaign for me. I need this help. I won't do this alone. I need you viewers at home to go ahead and contribute. You know, we're worldwide. This product is really, really good. And the stories are fantastic. They're all written by myself, Lance Poland, and Bill Yukich. And then the artwork itself, man, go to the Kickstarter Omnibus and check it out. It's really, really amazing all the way through. I'm so proud of this book. I'm so proud of the artwork by everybody. And it's all there. It's all up there. Go check it out. It's fun. The stuff that Matt Roach did, the thing about Bill the Bull was he was a character that every artist wanted to draw. It was a character that all the artists I knew in the industry wanted to draw. They couldn't wait to get involved. That's how I got Kyle Holtz to do the cover for the Bill the Bull Blowtorch Kiss. It's how I got Nelson on board to do the painted cover for Bill the Bull one shot, one bourbon, one beer, number 1. And the George Perez cover for one shot, one bourbon, one beer, number 2. These are all artists I love, and they all were like, yeah, I want to do a Bill the Bull piece. How do you think I got Dan Fraga on board? I got Rick Veitch on board for new Bill the Bull stuff. We got Max DeVille is writing new Bill the Bull stories right now. So this is the beginning. I need you guys to step up and help me with this so that we could do new stories, so that I could introduce you to John Cassidy's first published work. That's right, guys. John Cassidy, Astonishing X-Men, he started at Boneyard Press. I helped his career. It's what I did. I went through I kind of drove John nuts. We were at the San Diego Comic-Con, and I made a point. I didn't have a booth there. I only went down to help some of my friends out, and John was one of the friends I went to help. So I took John to every editor at every publisher I knew and introduced him face to face and had them look at his portfolio right there. That's the kind of guy I am, folks. This is who I am. I really try to help people in their career. I believe in helping people in their careers. And this is where I'm asking for your help. I need your help. I'm going to fail if you don't help me. I can't do this by myself. I need your help. I need you to contribute. I need you to share. I need you to get involved. Otherwise, this thing will fall flat. And that's a sad, sad thing because there's so much amazing original work in here, so much amazing stories. And it's a good story. I mean, I started drawing this stuff on the south side of Chicago as a kid. All the people in my high school, the characters in the high school books, well, they're my friends from high school. So these floppies, they're going to be fantastic. I'm offering them up. We already had one thing that we offered up. We had these postcards. They were limited time only. Hey, guys, you missed it. It's over. Can't get those postcards now. Limited edition is over. So right now, you're going to have a chance to get these limited edition floppies and these alternate covers. We've been really working with a lot of guys to figure out what do we want to do for value. A lot of times I feel a variant cover is done out of greed, and I'm doing this out of love. So I've been trying to figure out what's the proper art to do a variant cover. What would make sense? What's an important thing that will add value to this project? So I felt that a lot of the variant covers are going to be the original covers from the Bill the Bull series in high school, drawn by me as a kid. They're black and white. They're not color. But they're pretty cool, man. They're pretty goddamn cool.
Sim wanted to let you know that Vincent in Blood Hunt choked a guy to death with a still vibrating dildo.
I'm sorry. There we go. There we go. I'm sorry, what? Was that a dick? Was that his dick? Was that his erect cock?
No.
No, it was not.
Sorry, Vincent. You fell short.
Come on, we all have seen Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels where the British mafia guy beats a dude to death with a black rubber dildo. Or, I'm sorry, a black rubber cock.
Doris wants to know what that art is behind you.
When you say what is the art behind you, I'm not sure what that means.
Oh,
the artwork on the wall behind me. Okay,
yes.
Duh. Sorry. This right here is one of my paintings from college. So we're in my studio right now. We're in the American Horror Studio where we do the American Horror channel. Over there in the corner is our green screen studio. We've got edit bays down here. So where I'm sitting at right now is the lounge area of the American Horror Studio.
Cool.
And so the artwork on the wall behind me is from the original American Horrors TV show, and it's something. Get Ethan to do a cover. What do you mean, like Ethan Van Sciver?
Yeah.
I've been talking to Ethan. I've been talking to him about doing some stuff. I really like Cyberfrog, Rainbow Brew versus Bill the Bull. That sounds like a love scene. That sounds like a love scene to me.
Rainbow Brew is Ethan's kind of parody of Thor.
Oh yeah, I'd love to see Bill the Bull fuck Rainbow Bright.
That's not what he said, but that's still funny.
That's that's child porny. Son of a bitch! Fuck me, fuck check top Rainbow Bright. I got it wrong. I got the name wrong. I'm sorry. Duh. I'm gonna have to get more Jack and Coke here. You can talk while I drink, William.
Yeah, by all means. So I'm just gonna scroll down here and look at some of this very cool.
That's a Dan Plagle piece. That's the cover from Ginger Hill Attacks.
Nice.
My appearance in Wizard, one of them.
Hey, I think I still have that issue. Because I was obsessed.
This is where I mess with the word balloons. Like, read the word balloons here. I had to go in and re-letter this artwork here.
You should have kicked. You should have contributed to my Kickstarter, Mac. We got loads of great rewards, variant covers, vintage swag. What are you, cheap? The Omnibus is filled with insane knuckle-busted action. And hey, it's you.
No, that's Louis Small Jr. artwork, but thank you for thinking it's me, because what happened is, okay, as I was writing Bill the Bull in the 90s, this character was based on one of my best friends in high school, Bill Partram. So Bill Partram was the original basis of Bill the Bull. But as time went on, I kind of became Bill the Bull. And so all the artists that were drawn, I didn't know this. I didn't know this till the last, I swear to God, I did not know this till the last couple of years. My artists were all telling me, oh, Hart, we all thought Bill the Bull was you. What? What? Yeah, we drew him as if it was you. And I was, oh, yeah. Oh, fuck. Okay. Okay. So that's a Louis Small piece. Go ahead and read the dialogue.
That's cool. It's the 30th anniversary of me being in comics. Help me come back in this 325-page plus collected edition of all my adventures. The Kyle Hotz and Nelson t-shirt reward tier rocks. More rare collectible tiers are coming. And words and words and... Ooh, what's this?
That's pretty good. You guys like James Gunn from Guardians of the Galaxy?
Kinda.
All right. Well, if you want to see me give blood, play that video.
As far as the blood drive, who are you working with to take the blood?
Providence Medical Center.
And we love them because they are not other medical centers that didn't want to be associated with horror people. And we want to really thank the medical center for being involved with it.
And I just want to say also, not just for the victims of Haiti, but now for the victims of Chile. This blood, this money, these clothing, it's all going to where it needs to be most.
They're taking my blood pressure now to see if I can give blood. I already flunked once.
Yeah.
Oh, and my flunk is higher now. See, now I'm stressed because I flunked the first time, so now I'm all freaked out.
So not today.
No, I can't give blood.
Here on American Horrors, we have Kevin Tenney, who's the director of Witchboard and Night of the Demons, two classic horror films from the late 80s, early 90s, right? Yes. And I grew up watching these films. I think he's a fantastic director, so I think it's awesome that his blood has been rejected for Haiti. Your blood is no good for the Haitian people. Woo!
This is Day Green, managing editor of HorrorNews.net and Vicious Mean Female. And I am in the blood truck with the amazing Hart Fisher, who is getting ready to give blood. How you feeling?
I love the sight of my own blood, so I'm going to enjoy every minute of it.
Can I drink it?
I wouldn't mind, but then there'd be less for Haiti, wouldn't there?
For those of you who don't know, you have to squeeze the little ball like this.
My veins have a tendency to move around.
Oh, rolling veins.
Yeah.
There's the big clean. There we go. And just a little poke.
Bleed
for you!
It's all for you! You should have seen the size of the needle when I had my Prince Albert done. I had a 10-gauge piercing.
Oh, Lord. See, and now the blood flows. And here it is, for those, once again, who have never done this. This keeps it mixing. Keeps it going.
Good.
Okay.
I can feel my life force draining for some reason.
What's up with the finger?
They had to test your finger to make sure you had enough iron and that you had good blood pressure.
Nice. Kevin Tenney failed from the blood pressure.
Well, you know, the Red Cross didn't want to support this blood drive because they're not down with the horror. Their loss.
They decided that they didn't want to be associated with people like us because we were not quite what they were going for, but we still love you, and we still encourage people to go out and donate to the Red Cross because they do a good job. We just need them to know that although we kill each other on TV, we don't do it in life.
You got it right. All righty.
And he is done. There we go. He's a good bleeder, ladies and gentlemen. Hart Fisher is a good bleeder.
Folks, if you're going to get blood out, make sure there's a hot chick there to do the bleeding. Goes down better.
That's cool.
I've been a blood donor for a long time. Before my wife had her battle with severe anemia, I was a donation person since high school. I've been donating my blood since high school. I would recommend anybody out there, go out, donate blood. Our health system needs it. Go ahead and do it. Somebody just said something about James Gunn used to work for Troma. Hell yeah, they did. Check out Tromeo and Juliet. Check out Tromeo and Juliet. That's a James Gunn original.
Pop said you're a classic showman.
Oh, thank you. If you scroll down a little bit, check out the Bill the Bull review, which is pretty cool. Check that out. It's short. It's very short. It's like,
in case you missed it, this week I want to recommend Bill the Bull from Boneyard Press. This is a hard-nosed detective story. If you're into like the Daredevil stuff, when he's very rough and tumble, but you're kind of sick of all the costumes and all that, check this out. It's suggested for mature readers because of the language primarily and some of the violence. But Boneyard pulls no punches, and you should check it out.
Bill the Bull, the book was nasty in the good sense of the word, but hey, it's Boneyard Press. What did you expect?
pretty cool.
Yeah. What did you expect? It's Boneyard Press.
Well, we always had a reputation for breaking bones. So my comic book company wasn't known for being sensitive to people's needs. It wasn't that. It was a mean, horrible jihad that was out to get you. It was out to hurt you. I mean, that was one of our taglines. Boneyard Press. Comics that want to hurt you. But it's true. It's true. I mean, honestly, when you're an artist and you're creating your story, are you looking to make a rom-com, a romantic comedy that's going to be disposed of? Are you looking to make a mark? Because that's been my mantra for all of my career is, I'm going to scar you. I'm going to leave a mark. I'm going to leave a permanent mark. There's going to be a permanent mark in your brain that I left there. That's been the whole point of my work and my art. Publishing comic books, we had two guidelines. One of the two main guidelines at Boneyard Press was make it better than the last book. Be better than your last book. And two, make it hurt. Fucking A, make it hurt. Make it hurt. Sorry.
That's all right.
If you'll notice, we don't have a lot of the usual, I'm adding new stuff to the Kickstarter. And this is my first Kickstarter, guys. I'm learning. I'm on a learning curve. It's the first time I've done this. And again, help me, for the love of God. Help me, please. Help me. Contribute to the Kickstarter. For the love of God, help me.
Yeah. One of the tiers is you're buying the first round, where you can pledge an extra $10 to just help out the campaign.
Yeah. I mean, you could pledge just to help out, which is really cool. All right. A big part of me doing this was like, dude, why are you doing this? Well, it's about the book. I want people to read the book. That's always been the thing about Boneyard Press. And my work is I want you to read it. I want you to sit down and read the book. The whole reason I got involved in publishing is I wanted to publish comic books I wanted to read. So every single book that came out under Boneyard Press is a book that I wanted to read. It's a book that I cared about. It's a book that if I saw it on the stands, I'm going to buy it. And that's a key thing I would recommend to anybody getting involved in comics. You got to be honest with yourself. You really got to look yourself in the mirror and go, would I buy my own book if I walked into the store? And that's something that's important too, is we got to support the stores. This Kickstarter is just the beginning. And I work with a lot of retailers, and they're part of my chain of Well, we're all working together, guys. If you're trying to rip off the store, you're making a mistake because you're ripping off the fans. And that's a mistake. I feel I wanted to make sure that I came back with a product that delivered, a product that gave the fans something they never had before. And that's what we're doing here. You guys have never read comic books like this. I'm being honest here. I'm being brutally frank with you. Nobody has read comic books like these Bill the Bull stories. No, you need to get this omnibus and see this stuff. It's gonna knock your teeth out. It's gonna be fantastic. You're gonna be very happy with your investment. If you're around the world, if you're in France, let's say you're in Germany, get the digital download. Let's say you're over there in England, get the digital download. Get the digital download. The most cost-efficient tier, besides like the I just want to help, the $10 shop, there's the tier like $20 digital tier. That's the cheapest thing you could do. Plus there's the t-shirts. Like we've been going back and we're going to go back and redo the classic Bill the Bull shirts from Kyle Holtz and Nelson. And these shirts sold out, man. They sold out. One of the coolest things for me in LA back in the 90s is I've got this. I'll fucking tell you guys. I'll fucking tell you. So I've got this super smoking chick coming out to fly out and stay with me in LA. Smoking hot, fantastic, lots of fun, really cool person. And so she's going to come out and hang out with me in LA. And so she shows up and flies out, and we go to some Hollywood club to see a German industrial band called Hansel and Gretel. And we walk in there, and I shit you not, two different random people I didn't fucking know were wearing Bill the Bull t-shirts. That was so cool to be on a date and walk into this kick-ass rock and roll club in LA, and there's two people you don't know wearing your t-shirts. And it was a Kyle Holtz Bill the Bull shirt, and it was a Nelson Bill the Bull shirt. And that was awesome. And these things are being reprinted now. Go to that tier, get yourself a Kyle Holtz t-shirt, get yourself a Nelson shirt. They're screen printed, they're silk screened, 100% cotton, good stuff.
Rios is the artist on Heel Turn the Comic, which is a book where professional wrestling meets Dexter. And he says any blood filled with JD is good blood.
Well, my friend, you should know that I trained with the legendary Judo Gene the Bell, the first white man to win the World Judo Championships in Japan in 1955, wearing a pink gi. So, am I involved in wrestling? Well, gee, gosh, oh golly, I am. I like wrestling. Pro wrestling is interesting. I'm more of an MMA guy. I'm more of a fight guy. I'm more of an actual physical fight person. And I've trained relentlessly for 30 years in Taekwondo, Judo, Jiu-Jitsu, Russian Sambo, grappling. And one of the great people I got to work with was Judo Gene the Bell, who was a professional wrestler. He was a torpedo. He was an enforcer in the wrestling industry. And I learned a lot because Gene, on his classes, taught us all the dirty tricks. He taught us all the dirty tricks. So when I had to leave Gokor's Hayastan Academy for a couple of years, because in 2006, my wife was going through cancer issues and radiation and chemo. So I had to leave my training because I couldn't afford to be hurt. I was the one that was taking care of her. I was her sole caregiver. So when I came back like 3 or 4 years later, there's a lot of new students. It's one of the best compliments I've ever gotten in my goddamn life is they all thought I was a retired fighter. They all thought I was retired pro fighter. Oh, that's it, William. End of story. Go ahead, jump in.
Okay, cool. Pop says you need to add a retailer tier. And
what do you mean a retailer tier? What's a retailer tier? I'm learning here, guys. I'm learning. This is all new to me.
Usually if somebody running a Kickstarter at Indiegogo, they run a retailer tier where they give the retailer a percentage off of the book, like if they were buying it from the distributor, and it gets the book in stores on their shelves.
So here's the question. If I do a retailer thing, is that something I could do with my Kickstarter when it's live? Can I add that in? Because I don't know.
Pops, can you add into Kickstarter?
Pops!
Pay attention. You have a wrench. Come on.
Pops, let's go, son of a bitch.
Yes, he says.
So I can add a retailer thing to this.
I think you can. What are you, the
All
little
right,
engine
I'm going to
that
try
could?
to add this in.
Yeah, usually they go, if you give a retailer like at least 40% off, they'll usually go in for it. And we've got a friend, Danny Morales, who's in the madness, and who works for The Collective, which is a big comic shop in the Orlando area. And when all the retailers shut down and Diamond shut down, he started the Hero Initiative to bring in indie comics, because Kickstarters and Indiegogos weren't stopping. All those things were still going. So he started bringing in indie books, and they know all their customers like the back of their hand. So they know who likes what and, what would appeal to each customer, and they suggest it. And if they feature an indie book, it's not just because they've got an entire end cap in shelving, 6-foot shelving space for indie books. But whatever book they feature it on a prominent display at the front of the store next to the cash register.
That's cool. That's really cool to know. I'm working with some retailers. I mean, I got to say, hey, Trike from Comics Alley, James from God damn it, James, you changed your goddamn comic book store name. I can't remember it. JC's Comic Pop and Stop. Son of a bitch. Jim, you son of a bitch. You got to give me a better name to say on the air. I can't remember this shit. Fuck. Fuck. But if you're in Cleveland, Ohio, he's got the best comic book store. I feel so bad. James was at my wedding, and I can't remember the name of your store because it's so long, you fucker. Ah.
Well, Pop said Danny's actually live in another stream, and he was going to get the link over to him and see if he'll come in, and we can chat with him too.
Dude, I'm all for it. And also this retailer thing, I didn't know about that. There's nothing in anything I've read in the Kickstarter stuff. Like, I read this stuff, guys. I do my research. Oh, what do we got here?
Hold up, Hart.
Where'd that hat come from?
It's a hat club, bro. It's a hat club.
Hat club.
Hold on. Wait. Give me my top hat. Give me my top hat. Woman, I can't be on the air with this fucking guy if I don't have a hat.
Look, where's Max at?
He's on Indievolt.
He went home.
Where's Max at?
Home.
He went home, dude. He was here with me for a week.
Oh, all right. Look, Max can tell you everything you need to know about setting this up. But a retailer tier is basically just offering them a stack of books for a discount.
Well, I don't know, because I believe I have Max Hart. Max DeVille is working hard on other stuff for me at American Horror. So I don't know if I could tax Max DeVille to work with me on this at this juncture. He left his hat behind, okay? So he left his hat. So I go to pick up my co-promoter, Abby, and I'm wearing Max's hat. I'm wearing Max DeVille's hat. And she's like, take that goddamn hat off your head. The fuck are you doing?
Yeah, the hat looks good, bro. Straight up. Look, I really want this thing to make it. Okay, I want this campaign to succeed. Look, you got Billy. You got Dan. I'm trying to get Dan Praga to come out on July 30th too with us for the pre-con show.
Fragaboom.
You got a lot of friends that do podcasts that have huge audiences. You should be on their shows, Hart. You should be on Dan's show. You should be on Billy's show.
Pops. Okay, these are friends of mine.
Yeah.
How do you? No. When you have a friend, part of being friends with people in the entertainment business is knowing when to twist somebody's arm. And being friends, like in the industry, there's a lot of that. Like, people will friend me. They'll friend me just to be mentioned on American Horrors, to be involved in American Horrors.
These are people you know and that know you, and they all support each other. There's no reason they shouldn't be supporting you as well when it comes to this promotional era that we're in now. They all have shows. They all go out and talk about each other's campaigns. You should be in that circle.
Should I be bugging Billy Tucci to be on the Professionals?
No. You could be on with Billy and Niles. I'm not. You see what I'm saying? It's like they all have their own show.
It's all new to me. This is all new. I'm learning.
That's why I'm talking to you, bro. Because all these guys have shows that have a bigger audience than mine and a bigger audience than Will's. We're just like stepping stones to get to those shows. You see what I'm saying? You already know those guys. You don't need to be seen on our show to get to that level. You should already, you see what I'm saying? You don't need us.
I ain't trying to get to any level. I'm Hart.
No, I mean the level of the podcast, of the audience of the podcast. Okay, there's like different levels. We have smaller audiences. Then you got some guys that got a little bit bigger audiences, and some guys that got a little bit bigger audiences.
Well, we broke the audience barrier on IndieVolt. On IndieVolt, when I was on there, they hit their they broke 103,000 people.
Yeah, that was radio listeners. That's not podcast audience. That's not what I'm talking about. Not at all. Like Billy went on Ethan's show tonight. And Ethan and Billy launched Billy's show. They launched Billy's book on Ethan's show.
Billy's Kickstarter. He's got a new Kickstarter, the She Omnibus, which I'm excited
50
about.
grand in a few hours, dude.
In 1 hour.
You're one of those guys. You should be hanging out with those guys. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Dan Fraga hangs out there. You know all these guys. They all hang out together online, and they all promote each other. You're one of these guys now that's trying to be in the Kickstarter, in the Indiegogo realm of self-promotion, and these guys all know self-promotion is really big about this. They all go out and promote each other. They promote themselves heavily. You've got the promote yourself heavily part down, but you need a bigger audience than what I can provide, a bigger audience than what Will can provide. And I'm not trying to put either of us.
Here's what I would say to you. Here's what I would say to you, Pops, is I don't. Okay. Audience size is immaterial if they just like to watch and they're not active. I want an active audience. I want an active audience of people that actively get involved.
Those guys with those shows, they get people to bid, to pledge on books during the show, right then and there. Not like we're all just sitting here talking. They got people bidding on your book during their shows. Okay, that happens to me on some of my shows, where a few people will throw some money out there, but these guys, they're whole, like Michael Bancroft. They have what they call the Bancroft bump. You go on his show, you make a couple grand. People bid watching his show. They pledge on people's books watching their shows. They have a huge audience compared to what I have. Okay, I'm trying to do the same thing. Trust me, I'm trying to get people to say
this is part of my education. Is that your dog in the background, dude? That's awesome. This is part of my education, okay? This is part of me going out and saying, guys, I don't know everything. I've been successful in some things. I've lost in others, but I'm here to do this now. It's new to me. This is my very first Kickstarter. The last time I did crowdfunding was for my wife. I did a GoFundMe for her cancer treatments. So my last experience with this was trying to raise money to help save my wife's life. That was a very different experience, and we raised a lot of money to get her treatments that we couldn't get through insurance. My wife didn't make it. She died. And so here I am now trying to figure out my way in this new universe, and being I'm okay with my ignorance. I get it. This is new. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I do not know. I can't say I'm an expert. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I need help.
Tell you what,
I need help. Help me.
Let me tell you what.
Somebody help me.
A year ago, a little over a year ago, I had no idea what I was doing. Emerald City Emerald City Comic Con went down. I was talking to Brian Polito. I was like, "What are you going to do, Brian?" And Brian's like, "Well, I'm just going to ship everything home, and I'm going to have me an online sale this weekend, right? And just sell all my Seattle stuff, all my Emerald City stuff." And I was like, "That's a great idea." But I got all these other friends in my group that don't have your resources. And that's where CromCon was born. I had no idea what I was doing. I wasn't a con organizer. I wasn't a podcaster. I was a comic fan with a little Facebook group, 400 or 500 people at the time. But just like that, I didn't know what I was doing, and I just dove in. And I just kept doing it every month and every month and every month. And this month, I'm trying to get you and Dee Snider and Dan Fraga. I already got you and Frank Forte and Don Chin and Peter Cimetti said something on his show the other night about being there if he can. If I can get, Dan Fraga to come out,
so
I know the
happy
next
that
day
Frank
is
Forte's over at Heavy Metal Magazine. Frank's an old friend of mine. Hey, for the people at home that don't know, I've slept on Frank's attic floor. Me and Joe Monks during the Straight to Hell tour, we slept in Frank's attic in sleeping bags. Yes.
My friend Christy met Frank and his wife just the other day. My friend Christy met Frank and his wife just the other day. She was telling me
Frank was fucking married. Is he married?
Yeah, he's married, dude.
Holy shit!
See, Hart, look, I didn't know any of these people till I started interviewing and doing all this. And now I feel like, I'm starting to get to know some of you guys, right? Bringing you all together for a panel on July 30th will be awesome. It'll be excellent. If I can get Dan Fraga, I know Dan's wife's birthday is the next day, so I don't know if Dan will be able to come out on the 30th. I hope he does. But I'm also trying to get Dee Snider to come out because censorship and old school fight the fucking man and all that
I'm
shit.
sorry,
Yeah, I'm
I
down,
gotta throw ice at the woman that's hanging out with me who's on her phone while I'm doing this interview. I gotta throw ice. I'm sorry. What are you doing? Am I that boring? Am I that fucking woman? Woman? Am I that boring?
But yeah, man, I know Billy can get you on some shows, and I know these guys, and Dan has a show of his own. Billy has a show of his own. They go out and they highlight people's campaigns. They talk about people's campaigns. Ask them if you can be on their show. That's what the madness is about. It's about bringing content.
I gotta admit, dude, you don't understand. You really don't understand. These are friends of mine.
Yeah,
do you know
exactly.
How weird it is?
Each other's too, and they're all on each other's show.
No, it's weird. It's weird to like go to your. It's
Dude,
really weird to ask them like
together. They're all friends and they're on shows together. You're friends with all these guys. You should be there too. That's what I'm saying. You should be there too. That's all I'm saying.
Woman, I see you. Are you on your phone again, woman? Sorry, got distracted. No, this thing with them is a big. Okay, guys, when you're in entertainment, when you're in the entertainment industry, you have to figure out where you could ask favors of people. Okay, so here's the thing. Danzig. I've worked with Danzig for a long time. Me and Glenn. I ran Verotic. I have a long-term relationship with Glenn Danzig. I've edited music video projects for Glenn. I've done stuff with Doyle from the Misfits, and Don, his solo stuff is fantastic if you haven't seen it. And so it's weird for me to ask these people. would you sell my Kickstarter? It's just really weird. It feels awkward. I don't feel comfortable with this. Like, dude, come on, I haven't seen you in a year, 2 years. Spread my Kickstarter. Would you spread my Kickstarter? It feels really weird. I feel weird asking Billy, hey, Billy, could I get on your podcast? Hey, Billy. You know what I mean? It's maybe you don't know. It's weird, man.
I don't know any of these people, man. Look, Brian Polito is one of the founding members of the Comic Related Madness. Brian was there in the beginning. Monty Michael Moore was there in the beginning. I didn't know these people. There were people I communicate with online. You see what I'm saying? But they helped me build this mess right from the beginning. Brian,
okay, what I think you fail to understand is when you live in the media world, I run a horror TV channel, guys.
Right.
And so I am bombarded with people asking me for favors. In the public sphere, when you are Glenn Danzig, when you are Polito, when you are Billy Tucci, you are bombarded with these requests. And so when you're friends with these people, part of the friendship is you don't beg for favors. That's part of the friendship.
You know
so
what, Brian,
even though I'm friends with all these fucking people, I have a hard time to say, dude, you gotta have me on your podcast.
No, dude, no.
Maybe that's
no.
my
you
problem.
Know what Brian told me about that, dude? You want to know what Brian Polito said to me about it? Because I said, I don't want to sound like I'm fishing, dude. And he said, first, you'll never get it if you don't ask. Whatever it is you want, you will not get it if you do not go try to get it. That's first. That's
Squeaky wheels get the grease. I know, but it feels like a trespass on my friendship. Okay.
Okay. Well, I felt
at a
that
certain
way too.
point,
So
it feels like I'm trespassing. I have these relationships. Dude, Pops, listen to me, bro. Listen to me, bro. I feel like I am trespassing on these friendships if I start to beg for favors.
Okay,
does
well,
that make
you
sense?
got to look at it whether or not you're begging or whether or not you're trying to promote. Which way do you look at it? Because you're not begging me to be on my show.
It feels like begging. God damn it! It feels like begging. It feels like begging.
That's
Son of a bitch.
Don't let that feeling get in the way of getting of your promotion, dude. That self-promotion thing, that is so key right now. Look, COVID killed it all. It all changed then. It all went to podcasting and everybody getting out here and getting seen online and talking to each other. And all those guys didn't have shows that were super popular before COVID. Think about it. This is all new stuff. All new, Hart. I wouldn't be doing this. I wouldn't be doing this if it was for COVID. Okay? This podcasting phenomenon and use of promotional tools on podcasting is all new. The people that were doing it before did it at the smallest level. Okay? Polito used to, like, in the first Kickstarters that he did, he would come out turbocharged and he'd do a little 15-minute video live. Look at what we got today. Yeah. And he threw it at you, right? Okay? Brian Polito was in our first CromCon. And then, just like you said, I didn't want to take advantage of that friendship. I didn't ask him again until a year later for the 1-year anniversary show. Brian, do you want to come out for the 1-year anniversary show? Sure, I will. You see, I understand that, not wanting to take advantage of your friends and all that, and not taking advantage of the.
I feel like I'm exploiting my friendships, and that bothers me. I feel like I'm exploiting them, and it bugs me. It bugs me.
Do you promote their books?
Yeah.
This is a two-way street, brother. Get with the program. Peter Samedi will tell you the same thing. You promote these guys, they will promote you. It's a deal. It's a two-way street. It's a deal. I'm doing for you. You're doing for me. Help me out. I'll help you out. Woo!
Yeah, but you guys don't know, Pops. I'm known as the king of shameless self-promotion. So at a certain point, you gotta stop. You gotta stop and back it off and have friendships and have relationships. And these are people. I care about these people. No, these are people that are important to me. It's so tough. I'm walking a line here. I'm walking a real line here. I'm having a real hard time with this. I have had a hard time with crowdsourcing. And I've tried to embrace it, and it's been difficult. It's a learning thing. I'm learning. I'm new.
Since we've been talking, didn't you?
What?
You got a backer since we've been talking, didn't you?
Yeah, Lorenzo just backed.
Thank you, Lorenzo. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, guys, everything that you're telling me, I know. Everything you're saying to me, I know. But I felt bad. I felt like it's weird being in entertainment, and it's weird being a public figure and knowing all these people and having all these friendships. You know, I mean, I've had long arguments with Joseph Linsner's wife, Christina. Me and Christina have had these. It's different. It's really, really different. These are people that are important in my life. And I really value their opinion. I value their work. I value them as artists. And at some point, I just feel like an exploitationist asshole, and I have a hard time asking for help. Guys, I have a real hard time asking for help. This is a thing for me. This is an honest thing that I'm being honest about. I have a very difficult time asking for help. But I'm saying right now, help. Help me with this campaign. Help me learn how to do this.
It's kind
I'm
of what
swallowing
I'm
my pride, and I'm learning this, and it's all new for me, and it's really hard. This is really hard for me. This isn't easy for me.
I know Will has had some pretty awesome guests since he's been doing this. You know, he's had some pretty well-known guests, okay? I've had some, you know, I bet Polito, I've had some pretty well-known guests. The panel that I'm trying to put together for July 30th would be like the, you know, best show that I've put on other than, you know, Ladies Night. You can't beat Ladies Night. But, you know, it will probably be the best show I've ever put on if I get everybody there that I'm trying to get there. You're part of that. I feel like you're kind of upper tier for guest level for me as a podcaster. You understand what I'm saying? Like Billy. Like, I'd be lucky to get Billy to come out. Like Dan Fraga. I'd be lucky to get guys like that to come to my humble little show. I feel like you're in that level with those guys, and you're on, you know, you're going to be on my little humble show. You see what I'm saying?
Echelon.
I feel like as a guest, you're up there, you know, with those guys that are hard to get on the show. You're one of those guys.
I'm a slut, goddammit. I'm a fucking slut. I'm a goddamn meaning a slut. I know I'm a slut. I'm a slut. What do you mean I'm hard to get? What the fuck?
No, I say you're not. They are, though. But you should be. I feel like you're at their level. That's what I'm saying. It's like, I feel like having you on my show is like a top notch. You see what I'm saying?
So
like
somebody here is asking, Hart, what would you do if it was the other way around? Would you help? I already did help. Exactly. I love comics. I love my friends. I do share. I do share Max DeVille's crowdfunding campaigns, Billy's crowdfunding campaigns. You know, I do share these things that I'm excited about. I do share them. I have multiple public media. But the thing is, guys, I need the contribution. It's easy for me to reach out and talk to a lot of people, but sometimes it's not easy to get those campaign contributions. And a lot of people didn't think I was serious about this.
I know about that.
No, it's true, but people didn't. They didn't think I was serious. They didn't believe that I was really back. They think, oh, he's got a TV channel. Well, all the people I care about are all dead. The people that I loved, so many people in the last 3 years are all dead. I'm like a country song, and I'm floundering. I'm in my 50s now, and I'm going, what is going to get me out of bed today? I lost everything I love. I lost every woman I love. They're dead. I lost. So what is going to get me out of bed today? And God damn it, motherfucker, doing these Bill the Bull comic books, fuck, it gets me out of bed, god damn it. I'm coming from a place of depression. I'm coming from a place of loss. And I'm returning to my youth, and I'm returning to my love. My first love is comics. And I'm back with Bill the Bull. And I'm reconnecting with so many amazing people. Pops, I don't know if you heard, but earlier, like yesterday, I was contacted from an artist from Brazil who did the last Bill the Bull book that wasn't released, Midget Apocalypse. Now I have it. I've got it. Son of a bitch. I paid him. Even though I don't have a Kickstarter, even though I have a publishing company, I paid that motherfucker so I could fucking publish Midget Apocalypse.
Yeah, and I remember you told us all about the midget wrestling thing when you were on my show. I remember you talking, and I heard you telling Will about it earlier. But look, I want to get out of here and let Will have his show back. I just wanted you to know, retailer.
No problem. You got to help because Will's been sitting there silent as a sack of shit. He's like a fucking sack of seeds.
Hey, Will,
in his goddamn chair. He's like, fucking let me rant and rave. I need some help. You got to help William. Help William.
Every now and then.
All right, Hart, shut the fuck up. Is that better? This has been a preview of CromCon 16. Okay. Hart, I know what you're saying. I don't like to ask anybody for help. And sadly,
it's hard, man.
I know it's
your friends. No, it's your friends. You guys don't understand. Like, okay, do you guys know how many people bombard these folks with help? Could you help me with this? Could you help me with that? And they're bombarded like I'm bombarded. I am with American Horrors. I am bombarded like crazy. And
that's what I want you to be. I want you to be bombarded, bro. I want you to be bombarded, not just with people asking for favors, but people willing to do you a favor. Look, Will and I have two separate shows. We are separate networks. We're friends. We help each other out, man.
No, that's exactly what I'm talking about. I'm working with Ken Ace over at B Movie TV. That's part of how I met Max DeVille. Is Max ran one of the biggest grindhouse exploitation channels on Roku from the beginning of Roku. So that's how I met Max DeVille. Max DeVille was doing this amazing the exploitation channel, and it was fantastic. And so we came together that way. And most people don't know that Max was looking to do this Bill the Bull Omnibus 5 years ago. He was trying to negotiate the rights with me to do this then, because Max was a huge Bill the Bull fan.
Max has vision. That's all. He saw this way before you did.
He did see this before me. Your guys are right. I'm going to give Max the salute. He fucking did see this before me. He was ahead of me on this shit. Well, why do you think I'm working with that fucking guy?
Hey, I go out.
I can do a great impression of him.
We launched Neo Tokyo live on my show. I like Max. Max, good dude. Got some good stuff. Barry Machine Gun. It's and when you
people fail to understand how personal this stuff is. I've stayed at Max's house for a week. His middle son gave up his bedroom to let me stay with him. And so we did a whole crossover between the Grindhouse channel and American Horrors. And we created a TV show, Movies from Planet X, that was a crossover. What the fuck? Is there a crossover with IFC and Sundance? No. But we did that. I believe in that. I believe in team-ups. I believe in us all pulling our resources together and do more. I believe in us all working together. When you say that William is... the fact that you guys work together is fantastic. That's what it's about. Working against each other is a failure. That's a failure. Yeah. Working together is winning.
Exactly. It's like I want to bounce everybody's fan bases off each other. That's how you increase fan bases.
Yeah.
Okay? Some people that didn't know you, but like that, they like that kind of stuff.
Are you falling? Wait, hold on. My woman's falling asleep here. Hold on. I gotta wake her up. Hold on a second. God damn it, woman, my jacket coat, it's like almost out. Son of a bitch, I need a refill. Joe Boo needs a refill.
Did he just say Joe Boo?
Joe Boo needs a refill. Rum.
Oh, geez.
Come on, Major League. We know we love Major League.
All right. When you went on that rant right there, Okay. You do lots of them. When you went on the rant right there, you hit the nail on the head because you said team up. See, the one thing that's echoing in the back of my head is shit my mother used to say to me. Is pride goeth before the fall. We don't want you to fall.
Yes!
We want you to get to the fucking mountaintop. You're not asking them for a favor. They bring creators on their shows to highlight their campaigns. You're a fucking creator. Get on their fucking shows.
Yep. There you go, right there. They bring people on their shows to promote their books all the time. You're one of their friends.
So you guys are telling me to be a shameless self-promoter and go ask all my friends to bring me on the show.
Yeah, just say, hey, man, can I come join you guys in the panel one of these days? You don't even have to make it like right now today or before my campaign's over. Just, hey, man, how you doing? You guys know I'm new popping in here. Let me get out here and get seen a little bit.
Tonight.
I mean, you know.
Tonight on EBS's stream where they launched Billy's Kickstarter, well, Indiegogo for she, there were like 20 people because he's got the max amount for StreamYard. So he was filled up with people, and they were going back and forth, and they were talking all different things. And then one by one, Billy starts bringing up everybody's campaign that had a live campaign going on right there.
That's what I mean. You should have been there, bro.
You don't have to be there to promote. You can hang out, and while you're hanging out,
they just show your stuff up.
They throw it up just like here to see, what's going on with the campaign, and they give
you tips. They give you tips right there. Yo, man, check this out. You could try this or do this. But the exposure is the king. All these people, you might have 1,000 people watching Ethan. 50 of those people are solid contributors to people's campaigns. They just back everything these guys talk about. 50 of those. Another 40 of them are pretty solid about backing some of this stuff. You see what I'm saying? And then you got the randoms out of those other 1,000 that like this one or that one or that one or that one. But they're all watching. Oh, yeah, there's some people that are watching hoping that Ethan's going to say something controversial, but they're also being exposed.
What the fuck does Ethan say that's controversial? What the fuck? He draws a book called Cyberfrog. What the fuck? I've been reading all this fucking Comicsgate bullshit. Ethan's a regular guy. He's a normal person. I like Cyberfrog, okay? I bought Cyberfrog. How about this? In the 90s, I bought fucking Cyberfrog. I spent my goddamn cash money and I bought that fucking book because I liked it. And so now he's got this thing. I was talking to Ethan. I like the toys. His new toys he's got coming out. Those are awesome.
Yeah, and that salamander's like huge, man, like 16 inches or some shit. That salamander.
So you guys are telling me that I need to call these guys and go, help me promote my Kickstarter. You guys need some help. Help me. I'm on the Russian bread line. Help me. I gotta eat some food. Help me promote my Kickstarter.
No. Hart, check it out. No, check it out. They help everybody else. Why wouldn't they help one of their friends? Just go out there and hang out with them, bro. Hey, can I come hang out with you guys?
I gotta admit, it's just so weird for me to ask my friends this stuff.
And they're doing it right now because I have us up and I've got another tab up with him just to tell you. Right now, there's over 1,100 people watching that stream.
Right now.
What stream?
Ethan's stream.
Whose stream?
Ethan's stream right now.
EBS.
Has 1,100 fucking people watched it, and we got 8.
No.
Yep.
1,100, not 100.
I said 1,100.
Oh,
let me put this in perspective for you gentlemen. Today, on American Horrors, we had 58,000 people turn in. But I have had a conflict of interest. Okay, when I was working for Danzig, when I was running Verotic, I'm going to put the helmet down. I'm going to give you guys some background information. Okay, so I'm running Verotic for Danzig, Glenn Danzig. So I'm running Verotic. I'm the managing editor. We're in a big meeting with all of his money managers. And Glenn was talking about his reticence. They wanted Glenn to put a thing in for the comic company in every record he sold. And Glenn felt conflicted. He was seriously conflicted about exploiting his audience. That's what he felt like. I'm exploiting my fan base for this new thing. And he was uncomfortable with this. And I'm meeting with these guys over millions of dollars. And that's where I'm at now. I have a certain fan base. With American Horrors. And there's a certain point where you wrestle with the conflict of, am I exploiting something? And that's a big thing. And Glenn told these guys in this meeting, no, we won't put a flyer in every CD because I feel I'm exploiting my fan base for this new thing. And I've been wrestling with the same shit. Guys, I'm a human being. I'm a human being. I've been wrestling with it, and it's new. It's new. I'm learning.
I'm not even like bringing the two together. This is two separate things for me, okay? Your TV show people watch because they want to be entertained.
TV network, thank you. TV network. Okay. I've hit 3.3 million viewers. Listen to me, Pops.
Don't go on another rant. Check out. Let me just
say this one thing.
You have a network that people watch for entertainment purposes, not to buy your product. Okay, it's a different thing. You're selling a product with a comic book. That's a different thing. People have to buy it to get it in their hands, okay, or to get the PDF or whatever. You're selling
American Horrors is free.
Different thing, a completely different thing. Ethan's stream is not to sell his network; it is to sell his products. And everybody he has on that show, he sells their products too. He does that out of the generosity of his heart. It ain't that people are begging Ethan to come on their show. Ethan knows everybody wants to be on his show. Ethan knows that. That's not a fucking secret. He sells books.
I have been talking to these people, Pops. I've been talking to them as a human being. I lost my wife. I'm like a country song. Dude, I'm like a country song. I lost my wife. I lost my dog. I lost my cat. I lost my mom. And so I'm trying to struggle and figure out where I'm at now. And talking to my friends, I've been calling up a lot of old friends, a lot of guys in the industry, and I feel, God damn it, I feel if I ask them to get on their show, I feel like I'm exploiting my friendship.
But let me ask you another question. Have you and Frank been on any streams together?
No.
Promoting Warlash and Bill the Bull?
Nope.
No. Not until I bring you together on July 30th, right?
Warlash, I remember that character. Fuck.
Now look, you guys gotta help each other out just like those guys help each other out. Everybody's name on that freaking promo that you have on that Kickstarter should be promoting this book or at least acknowledging that you're trying to do this. You're putting their name out there.
Pops, I'm sad to say that hasn't happened.
I know not all of them can. I know not all of them can.
No, brother, I've been making the phone calls, and there are people, I won't name them. I have been making those calls, and I have been asking those favors, and I'm calling all the favors on this one. This is important to me.
Yes, do that.
Matters.
I know you already told me you were talking to Deborah Tucci. You can't tell me that you can't say, yo, Deb, you think you and Billy can let me get... I seen Debbie and Billy and Ethan together on the stream tonight. And it's like, you can't tell me that you can't sit on a stream with Billy and Debbie too.
I feel like a dick to even ask.
Don't ask. Go in the chat.
I have to.
You go in the chat when they're on and say, hey, yo, what's up? And they might go, hey, Hart, somebody sent Hart the link. Do you hear me? Do you hear what I'm saying? They're your friends, right?
Yeah.
Go in their chat when they're live and talk to them. Hey, yo, Ethan, what's up? It's me, Hart. Whatever.
Well, part of the problem
just like
too.
all we do, just like we do.
Pops,
the only reason those guys
know
who I am is because I go in their chat during their stream and I talk to them.
I got to be honest, I'm split in a lot of directions. So part of my problem is this. I'm doing this when I've got 3 different major entities depending on me. The American Horrors TV channel, the American Horrors Film Festival, and when I was getting ready to go back to
goddamn favor you can, bro. All the more reason to go in every favor you can. If it's all on the line, then go all out. Don't let nothing stop you. Be the maniac you propose that you are. When you're out here ranting, now I want to see that in action. Go talk to your friends. Say, yo, I need to get this book seen. I got 14 days left. I need $18,000 fucking dollars. Let's go.
Pops, part of the problem is the fact that the reason that they're friends of mine is because I don't bug them.
How do you know that they don't love you enough to do this for you, bro? You're acting like if that's what I'm saying. Friends help each other out. Friends, you already told me Debbie's been helping you out, dude. Why do you think they wouldn't go one more level of help? Which isn't even one more level. They're all doing it. They're all doing it. They're going out and talking about other people's campaigns. That's what they're doing all the time online now.
You know what, man?
Be one of those people.
This is a learning experience for me. Like, this is a whole, I'm learning shit, and this is new. And so maybe I needed to hear this. Maybe I needed you to say this to me because I felt bad. I didn't want to ask for favors. I have a hard time with that. I have a hard time asking for help. And I need help right now, God damn it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And dude, those guys, they're not watching us right now. They're out there with Ethan. Go out in Ethan's chat and say hi. Even like while we're talking right now, just pull it up on your YouTube on another window and go out there and say, hey, yo, Ethan, what's up? Hi, Billy. Hi, whoever's out there. You know, how many are out there, Will?
Guys, I'm already there. I'm already talking to everybody. I'm already talking to everybody, and I felt
there's 1,100 people on.
You need to have me on your podcast. You gotta get me on. I felt weird to ask.
There's 1,100 people in the chat, dude. Go talk to people in the chat. There's 1,100 people there. You don't even have to say anything to Ethan. Hey, everybody, have you checked out Bill The Bull's Omnibus? Everybody else is doing that shit. That's what that chat is for. That's what these streams are for. They go out there and they promote each other.
Well, honestly, I'm going to say
rising tides and all that. Rising tides and all that.
It's not just that, brother. It's part of the problem is my attention's split in a lot of directions, and I need help.
I'm giving you a focus.
I need help.
You got 14 days. I'm giving you a focus.
Yeah, you're overwhelmed right now.
That have huge audiences, and
Well,
you are not.
I'm overwhelmed right now. I'm completely overwhelmed dealing with my dealing with my mom's estate, and then my mom died, and doing the TV channel with American Horrors. Like today, American Horrors, my TV network. I've been working on a Bill the Bull video campaign. I've been cutting it. And I shot this. I shot 2 different things for this, and I've been working on it. And today alone, American Horrors hit 57,000 people.
Mm-hmm. And not one of them knows much goddamn comic.
But I don't have a single commercial on my own TV network. No, guys, I don't have a single commercial for this campaign on my own TV network. I've been swamped, and I haven't been able to finish it.
Maybe, I mean, you know, I understand you were fighting with that. You were conflicted whether or not you want to cross those 2 over. I'm telling you.
No, I've hit the wall. Like how much time do I have in the day?
Well, this is the whole thing. It's like, you know, you could be out here talking to us, or you could be out there talking to Ethan. And I guarantee being out there talking to Ethan is going to get you a whole lot more fucking people back in your book. That's my point.
I think talking to you and William is important.
It is. That's why I got you July 30th.
Obsessed with numbers. They get obsessed with numbers. I think, okay, I could be working right now. I could be getting head right now. I could be getting my dick sucked right now. Right now, I could be getting head right fucking now.
You're depressing me, you
my dick sucked
motherfucker.
right fucking now. But I thought this was important. No, I thought being here was important. I thought talking to your audience was important. I thought being here to meet with your audience was important. So am I getting a blowjob? No. I'm here talking to you guys because I believe that talking to your audience is important. And I've actually kind of opened up. I'm surprised. I've kind of opened up about my personal feelings a bit on the show, and I'm shocked. Yeah, fuck.
And actually, I hope some of those people see this and they understand that you really are asking for help. You just don't know how to ask for help.
I do not know how to ask for help. Look, I have a hard time with it, and I need help.
Hart, I'm going to tell you what. I'm the same way. I try not to charge people to be part of CromCon, and I try to operate on a like a Patreon type thing where people can donate to helping me pay for my StreamYard and my fucking phone and all the shit that goes along with this, right? And I don't know how to ask people. I'm not giving shit, trying to give shit away. Yo, I will give you guys this if you help me pay my fucking bills. I don't know how to do this either. Asking people to fucking support what I do is ridiculously hard for me. I don't know how to ask people for anything. Okay, I suck at it. You know, I totally get that. I also get that I don't have a book to sell. You guys do. That's why I come out here and do this, to get you seen by as many people as possible. And part of that is making sure you go on Will's show, and then on RJ's show, and then hopefully the Bancroft show, and to Pop X with Billy. And then our whole thing is to build you guys up to where you get seen by those guys and get on their shows. That's what we do with the people that they don't know. They already know you. Get on their shows, dude. Get on their fucking shows. Go be seen.
So you guys think I should be calling them up and calling in favors?
Yeah, well, you already told me Deborah's helping you, dude. You think she'd say no?
They're all helping me, Pops. They're all helping me.
Okay, well, they all know that exposure is king. They all know it. That's why everybody wants to be on Ethan's fucking show, because you go on there and you get 50 grand in one night. Billy, you see what I'm saying? That's why they do this. They know they have an audience. They know they have an audience that spends money. They bring all these different people out on their shows and help them. All kinds of people that they don't even know, okay, that they bring on their shows, because people say, hey, man, you got to check this book out. Ethan goes and looks at it, and he goes, oh, hell yeah, bring that person on the show. Okay? Nobody's telling them to look at your book. I don't believe this. Somebody needs to tell them to look at your book and then brings people out and then bring you out on their shows.
Plus,
I can't believe that nobody's saying.
Okay, guys. I'm going to say I need a 30-second pee break. I'll be right back.
Okay.
30 seconds? With all that JD?
It's free flowing.
He's about to break the seal. It's all over.
And he needs a refill too.
He's about to break the seal. It's all over.
Yeah.
It's all over.
It's just, everybody in the chat, please share this out. With everybody on your social media. Anywhere and everywhere. And, I know, Pops, you know Phil Diaz, right?
Phil Diaz, yeah.
Yeah. Diaz. He's on Ethan's stream tonight.
I know. This is what I'm saying, man. What's up, Mike Jimmy? What up, my brother? No, Hart had to go pee. He's still here.
He had to go potty. Time to drain the main vein. But, and now, I just peeked over there, and now out of the blue, one of my favorite artists from the 2K decade, Dale Keown, is on too.
Yep. Dale's part of All Caps now, or, coming into it's all, dude, look, Hart knows these people. He should be on their, he should be on their shows. He can get seen. you know.
I know how he feels, you know, because when all this shit happened to me, I didn't want to ask for help from, you know, my family or friends for anything, but I had to.
I totally get it. You know it. I don't even like asking the people I live with to help with shit. I'm fucking finally starting to do shit on my own. I'm like proud of myself, but damn, I have to go out there and I have to ask people to help promote what I'm doing. And all I'm doing is promoting other people. So it's a little bit different. It's hard that way.
You know what? Honestly, guys,
Hart, do you recognize that? Hold up. Put me full screen for a second, Will. Do you recognize that art right there? Hart, do you recognize that art?
No.
That's Frank Forte, brother.
That doesn't look like fucking Frank's work at all.
Yeah, it's his.
And I'm sorry,
Bob, it's his Bob's Burger shit.
No, it's not.
Production
It's
on
not
like
Bob's
Vampire's
Burgers,
Lust.
the other one. It's
Vampire Versus. Is that what he did? Yeah.
It's not Bob's Burgers. It's the other one. It's Morty, Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty.
It's me as a Rick and Morty character. Yeah, Frank drew that.
The joke around here is that I'm Rick.
Yeah.
Rick and Morty, I'm Rick. The joke around my studio is that I'm Rick. Rick! We're gonna get ricked up! Rickety Rick!
Where's the Szechuan sauce?
All right.
I'm gonna make love to a planet. Gonna make love to a planet.
I'm pretty sure we shared this to the madness. So
you know, Pop, you're right on a lot of this stuff, but when you're in the entertainment industry and you want to maintain
separate yourself from the entertainment industry, you're in the comic industry now. Separate yourself from you got to keep the two separate, or you got to mesh them completely. You can't play this wishy-washy in between.
No, I'm already merged. I'm already like merged. I'm already like that bad Bigfoot. I'm already there. And so with certain friends of mine, I had to like carve a personal world, and I feel weird. Fucking that you should exploit all your friendships. Exploit all your friendships. But I feel weird about that, man. I feel really weird.
If you guys were all at the cons, setting up your own tables all last year, none of this would have happened. There wouldn't be a stream right now with 1,000 people watching Ethan. COVID caused this YouTube phenomenon where you can get people to back your book.
I think part of the stream that happened for Ethan was because he got fired for his political beliefs, and that's wrong. When you get fired for your political beliefs, that's a big problem, and that's what my understanding of Comicsgate is all about.
That has nothing to do with everybody going out and live streaming.
That guy got. But my understanding about Ethan's thing is that Ethan was, how do I say this? I'm looking for the right word, guys. I'm
it's not even about what caused it. Okay, for Ethan, it's about what caused it for everybody else.
No, the guy got fired for his political beliefs.
But we're not talking about what caused.
Whether you're a Republican or a Democrat, you shouldn't be fired for what party you voted for.
Hart, we're not talking about what caused Ethan's fame. We're talking about what they do today with podcasting and how they use it to promote their products and how they use it to promote each other's products. And there's no reason you shouldn't be part of the crowd in that. I'm telling you, dude, they all do it for each other. You think they're all exploiting each other's friendships to go out in this live stream and talk about each other and talk about each other's projects? Do you seriously think they're exploiting each other? Because if that's what it is, then that's what I do every ClomCon is exploit everybody. That's not what I do, man. I promote, and that's what they're doing, is promoting each other.
Part of my feeling was, part of my feeling is this. When you're a public figure, when you're in the public stratosphere, there's a certain point where you need to hang out with people and disconnect. Meaning, you can go talk about Black Sabbath or bands And so that's part of where I feel that I'm running into this conflict for myself. Okay, I hear what you're saying, Pops, but for my own personal thing in my life, with dealing. Okay, I know the heads of Nuclear Blast Records, Century Media, all these metal guys, all these bands. But if I call up Phil Anselmo tomorrow and start begging him to promote my comic project, he's going to be like, dude, really?
You think asking somebody is begging, or you're bringing yourself down like you're not as good as they are, and you have to beg them for something.
Pops, listen to me. I'm in a professional world, and there's a certain point where, as a professional, okay, I helped James Ellroy get laid. Horror author James Ellroy. I helped that guy get laid. You've never read about that in any news article, anywhere, nowhere, and you won't. Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish grew next door to me. That little kid grew up next to me. Do I sit here and tell you stories about Billy as a kid? No. There's a certain professional veneer where you look at your friends and you go, you deserve a private life, and I deserve a private life. And there's a certain point where you don't bother your friends over work. And that's where people outside of the industry don't understand.
That's why you only have $2,600.
Like you can't even believe.
Dude, look at all the people sitting there talking.
What I'm saying, Pops, I'm trying to explain my point of view. I'm trying to explain my perspective on this and my life in this world, and my reticence to ask these personal friends of mine to help me with this. It's weird because there's rules in the industry, man. There's rules.
Look at the rules in the industry today. They've changed, my friend. It's right there on the screen in front of you. They're all sitting there talking. They're showing off each other's books. Look at the chat. There's 1,000 people talking in the chat. You should be there, not here, bro.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. You should be there, man. And I'm not trying to take anything away from Will or from myself and my show. But that's where the people of your level, the people of your echelon, that's where they're hanging out, man.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? They're not. Do you think they're exploiting each other? They're saying, look what I got from Ethan in the mail today. And then Ethan's like, look what I got from Billy in the mail today.
It's about me going, hey, man, I haven't talked to you in 10 years, but I got a new Kickstarter campaign. I need you to share this. And that's my problem.
Okay, well, you said you're talking to Deborah already. You just saw Billy right there, and you see what they do. That's all they do, bro. They go out and they have a good time. They talk.
The Omnibus. Billy Tucci's Crusade Company. They're one of the contributors of the Bill the Bull Omnibus. I was asking him today. So I hit up Billy today, and I said, Bill,
if you pop into the chat over there right now, they'd probably share your stream. They'd probably share your book, your link in the chat. Even if you just popped in the chat and say, "Hey, Billy, what's up?" Do you see what I'm saying? You don't even have to be on the stream.
No, I do.
Go to the chat and just go, "Hey, Billy, how you doing?" And somebody in the chat, one of those mods, would go to the Bill the Bull Omnibus, pull that link up, and put it up in that chat. But you got to be there.
Here's another question.
You got to be there.
How about this? If these people were my friends, if these people were my close friends, how come they're not already talking about it?
Well, see, this is what I'm saying.
No, this is a real question. This is a real question.
That was how I came in, remember?
How come you're not promoting it on your own?
Remember? I heard you saying that Deborah was helping you set up the campaign and stuff, and I thought, these are your friends. Why aren't you out there with them? This is the same thing that I thought, bro. That's what brought me out here.
They
are your friends. Why are you not out there with them?
Pops, I gotta swallow my ego. I have to swallow my ego.
They all did, and they sit in the same streams together now. Now, there's a few people that have blown their, there's times when there's infighting in their crowd, and somebody will be gone for a little while, but they always come back. Guys come back and they know they have a great
time to go dude, I'm on my last 2 weeks. You got to get me on your show.
No, that's why I said.
That's
why I said just go out in the chat and say hi, Billy. Go out in the chat and say hi, Billy.
No, that's how you lose friends. No, that's how you lose friends.
Everybody know that you're there watching. Nobody even knows Hart's out there. If you don't go out there and tell everybody Hart's out there, go right now into that chat on Ethan's stream and type in "What's up, everybody?"
Right now,
you can still go on YouTube and type that in, dude.
No.
We'll just pull it up.
No.
I'll go over there. I'll say, "Yeah, look, y'all. You don't want me to go over there and start this shit. You better go do it
Pops,
yourself."
you should go over there. Pops, let's go. You're talking a mile of shit, motherfucker. You're talking a mile of shit. Get on there. Get on there, motherfucker. I'm a jagoff. I don't know this shit. Get on there.
Get on their shows, but I'm going to chat.
Hi, William. Motherfuckers wouldn't shut up. I already put it up there, and they ended the stream about 10 minutes ago.
No!
But it still got seen.
It got seen. Your link got seen in the chat over there on Ethan's stream. See, but at the end, not like 5 hours ago when they started. You see what I'm saying? At the end. But this is how you do it, bro. Look.
Listen to Lorenzo.
There you go.
He contributed tonight. The small streams get some hardcore comic fans.
You guys are so star fuckers. You're such a star fucker. I think the audience right now is important. Pops, you're a star fucker. You're a star fucker. You're star fucking. And I'm a fucking independent, grassroots motherfucker. And I think this audience is important. I think the people I'm talking to right now are important. That's why I'm here. I'm not here to jack off. I could I could get head right now. She's laughing. I got this chick over here. She's laughing her fucking ass off. She could be sucking my dick right fucking now. But I'm here to talk to your audience because I think they're important. Now, people think I'm making a joke. I'm being serious.
Those people are my friends.
That William's audience is serious. Guys, I could be at home getting a blow. I'm at home right now. I could be getting head right now. I could be getting like a really good fucking blowjob. She's good. Oh my God, is she good? So instead of getting my cock sucked, I'm talking to you guys. Why? I think it is important. You guys
give you a little rundown on the audience that you're talking
You're the core. You're the core. You guys are putting yourselves down. You're the core. You're the core.
No, we don't put ourselves down. We just know where we stand on the food chain, bro. We don't put ourselves down. I've worked my ass off for a year and a half.
I think me being on this show is important. That's why I'm here. I made time out. I could be on the computer well, I was going to be on I haven't even had a shower. I should have showered before I had sex with this girl.
Can I put it to you in a different perspective from everybody in the chat? All those people, almost everybody in the chats have been on my show. Most of them are creatives. None of them know these people. None of them know Billy and Ethan and all that, or I'd be telling them the same thing. Y'all should be over there, not over here. But they don't know them guys. They can't just go like hang out with them. You probably could. You see what I'm saying?
Probably.
Now see, if you can, go do it.
Hey, Pops, how about this? I reach 20,000 people a day through my TV network, but I'm here.
Put the commercial up then.
No, why am I here? No, why am I here? I'm here for your audience. I'm here to talk to your audience.
You're here for Will's audience.
Yeah.
I don't get you till the end of the month.
Yes. And this is important. These kinds of podcasts are important. These
I'm letting you know.
Watching right now are important. They matter to me. That's why I'm here.
I'm letting you know, July 30th, I'm trying to put together a big, good panel, right? So Dan Braga's I'm trying to get Dan Braga to be there. And he's going to tell you the same thing. Why He's going to tell you the same thing, man. He's going to be like, why weren't you on my show? Those guys don't go looking for content, bro. They don't have to look.
I was on the phone with Dan. I was on the phone for about 45 minutes with Dan the other day. He never once said, be on my show.
He probably, that's what I said. They don't go looking for content. They don't go looking. People come to them, dude. They don't have to go looking for content. There's a list this long of people trying to get on their shows.
Well, me and Dan were two professionals getting together and just having a talk. It wasn't about me whoring. It wasn't about me looking for a hand job. It was about two guys talking to each other as human beings who have not talked.
You know what's going to happen when you come out for the panel is we're all going to be talking about.
Where'd he go?
I muted him. I got sick of listening to him.
We're going to be talking about promoting. We're going to be talking about comics, and we're going to be talking about promoting. And by then, you're going to be at the end of your campaign. That's what I'm saying. I wish you were doing this with some of these bigger people before that day. That's all I'm saying.
Guys, this is the first campaign. It's going to lead into one campaign after another.
Good.
We just wanted to succeed.
William, say something. William.
Look what Rosario said.
Who said what? I'm the Rorschach of the what? What the hell does that mean? I'm homeless, and I have a bum, and I burp a lot, and I wear a trench coat, and I beat up people in the streets. What the fuck am I, a Rorschach? What? Son of a bitch! Sorry, Watchman.
No, Hart, I love you, man. I just think I'm a firm believer in exposure is king, and I push everybody to go on the bigger shows after they're on my show. I want them to be seen by those guys. They come on my show, they might get seen by Bancroft. They might get seen by somebody like that.
Here's the thing I'm going to say. I'm going to fucking say this. I have a bigger media reach than any of these people, but I compartmentalize American Horrors is different than Boneyard. Okay?
That's what I'm saying. I respect that. So we got to push the comic. So we got to push it on the comic side.
No. This is important. I came here to talk to comic fans. Why am I on this show? Why am I on this show instead of a stupid fucking commercial on my TV network? I want to talk directly to comic fans and let them know why I'm doing this. Because I'm a comic geek. I'm a huge comic geek since I was a little kid. So I want to be on William's show to talk to William's fans to get them involved in my comic book. They're not the people watching American Horrors. The people that are watching right now are not watching American Horrors. These are American comic book fans, and that's why I'm here.
I have some.
William, say something. God damn it.
I'm trying, but you guys won't shut the fuck up.
I also share my streams into a couple of horror and sci-fi dystopian groups on Facebook, especially stuff like yours. You know what I'm saying? It's like we bridge the genre.
I'm trying to propel my
There's
friend.
people in some of them horror groups that like comic books too, and we make sure that when we have a horror something or if it's sci-fi, we make sure it goes to sci-fi type groups as well. If it's horror, we make sure it goes to horror groups as well. There's comic fans in those groups. They don't know that there's comics about some of their favorite characters. They think it's all movie shit or anime.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Let's go! Hustle! Sorry.
We promote the hell out of the book. That's the plan. The comic books is what I promote. You know, I mean, American horror, I don't watch. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that, but I don't watch.
It's okay.
You're a comic guy. That's how you got my attention.
That's why I'm here. I'm here to reach comic readers. The comic book readers aren't necessarily watching my TV channel. I wanted to talk to comic book fans directly. That's why I'm on William's show. It's why I'm on your show. It's why I'm on a lot of these like one could say low budget shows, but when you're promoting a film,
we are. We admit it.
Well,
yeah, I have no budget. Pops, hold on a second.
Professional.
When
you were a professional artist, William, go ahead.
So I want to do something. Lorenzo is asking, could you give us your pitch for Bill the Bull, and do it as soon as I take myself out of the stream, because you'll go full stream, and then I can use that afterwards.
When you got a job that needs doing and you don't care who gets hurt doing it, you hire the Bull. Bill the Bull. Half man, half alcoholic thug for hire on the streets of Chicago. Bill the Bull. Omnibus. 325 pages plus pain, evil, werewolves, vampires, and death. And no censorship. Contribute now to the Bill the Bull Omnibus Kickstarter.
See, that's good. Lorenzo also asked if you had a Twitter.
All right, guys, I left Twitter about 4 years ago over their censorship. I have a problem with the fact that Twitter thinks it can censor our seated president. When you think you can censor our president, and I didn't vote for Trump, goddammit. I didn't fucking vote for that fucking guy, but I believe in free speech. So fuck you, Twitter. Fuck you, Twitter. I am on Twitter, but mostly look for me on Facebook or Instagram. There is a Facebook page for Boneyard Press 2020. There's the boneyardpress2020.com website. There's me, Hart D. Fisher, on Facebook. I've got 2 Facebook accounts. One is more about, like, I lost my wife 3 years ago. My wife was 17 years. Waka died after a long battle with colon cancer. So I have 2 Facebook pages. One is kind of like my life after my wife's death, and one is kind of like before. And so there's 2 Facebook profiles you can find me on, Hart D. Fisher on both of them. And we've got an Instagram, Hart D. Fisher, boneyardpress2020.com, the Bill the Bull Omnibus on Kickstarter right now. Please contribute. Please help me bring back one of my favorite characters of my life, a character I've been doing since I was a kid. Think about this, William. I've been drawing Bill the Bull since 1983.
Yeah, I was buying comics long before then, and I was seeing.
Also, I'd like to ask you guys a question. As comic book professionals, as comic book fans, would you please name for me the one Kickstarter campaign where the creator is going to publish all the comic books he drew in high school?
Bill the Bull.
It's the only one.
Creator that would want to produce all the stuff they drew in high school. Now I do know some really young, good artists right now, like that Nathan or Nandor Fox. He's like really good. There's some really good youngsters out there right now that would probably be able to fight that challenge, but I don't know too many old school guys.
Oh yeah.
There's nobody youngsters. There's not. Name me one Kickstarter with a major comic book character that is going to reprint the work from high school.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know anybody that has. No old school people even still have their high school shit.
Name the Rob Liefeld character he's been drawing since freshman year of high school.
Dude, why do you have to bring Rob up? Jeez,
well, whoever it was, there were no feet involved.
No, I'm naming Rob Liefeld because that guy's a dynamic creator who's been obviously involved in this since he was a kid. And here's the thing that I was saying. Okay, so I'm on the phone with Dan Fraga. I'm on the phone with Dan yesterday, and we're talking about Rob. And so I did the Kill Image comic book where I murdered Rob Liefeld.
Right.
And what I could tell you is this. Rob has an amazing energy. Okay, so he doesn't draw like everybody else. What I see about Rob Liefeld is the thing I like about Rob Liefeld, the thing I like about his work is he has that excitement of you as a fucking sophomore in high school drawing your own comics. Now, did his artistic talent go beyond that? No. But his energy stayed the same. Okay, I did the Kill Image book where I killed him. Do I hate Rob? No, I don't. At a certain point, a lot of people were very jealous of him. They were jealous. They're like, your artistic talent sucks, and I'm way better than you, so why are you more popular than me? It's not always about that. His thing that Rob was good at, dude, he loves his characters. You could see the excitement in all the drawings. They're bad. They're bad. I don't think his artwork is any good. His artwork sucks. But the excitement is there. That thing of why did you draw comics when you were a kid? Why did you draw comics in high school? That's what Rob Liefeld has. That pure adrenaline.
It was
excitement.
different, though. It was different from everything everybody else was doing. Not necessarily better, but different. It was different. The big super chest and all that shit, you know. I mean, everything looked weird. Everything looked a little off, but it was his style.
Hold on, my woman's falling asleep. I gotta wake her up. Hold on. You blocked that. I gotta throw another. There we go.
Lorenzo says this is one of the coolest campaigns he's ever backed.
Thank you, Lorenzo. Thank you very much, man. Thank you.
I'm going to use that for a quote, Lorenzo. He also said that he thinks EBS was drawing Cyber Frog when he was in high school.
What?
He thought Ethan was drawing Cyber Frog, like drawing the concept of Cyber Frog since he was in high school.
I'll ask him.
Good. And while you're asking him,
yeah, tell him about
when am I coming on the show?
Bill The Bull, fucker, when you're talking to him.
Guys, I'm like, okay, this is a campaign, so you got to understand this is a marathon, and a lot of these people like, okay, they're looking to game the system. Oh, I only won $1,000, so I hit my mark in one week. It's bullshit. I've got a lot of them. I've got a real.
On Indiegogo, they set the low. On Indiegogo, they set the low goal so that they can just get the goal set and then go in demand and then sell them as people order them. It's not that they're trying to game the system. They just want to get it over with, get to their funding, get the campaign over with, and then go in demand. That's what Indiegogo's about. It's like a little store of your own that you don't even have to maintain.
Bill the Bull books were already published, okay?
Right.
So these books already came out. So for me, part of it was about going, okay, if I'm going to print like thousands of books, I'm going to need X amount of money. So when I set my goal, I set my goal for printing books, not print on demand, like actually having a print run of a 325-page plus book. That's a lot, guys. That's a lot. Talking to retailers,
there's a lot of big books out there.
The reason I have a high goal is, okay, other people would set the goal lower, so they go, oh, we hit our goal. No, I need a certain amount of money to publish, and I'm being real. This whole campaign is real. Instead of sensationalism, instead of gaming, I've got a real fucking product. I've got a real goddamn book.
You're not printing a 22-page comic book. You're not printing a floppy, okay? People, now look, there's people that understand that, people that buy books, and there's people that, you know, oh, that's really expensive, and then they're not thinking page count. 325 pages, $50. Now break that down to page, and then go figure out what your $20 22-page book cost you, and it's a freaking deal, okay? But a lot of people, it's you got to sell that 325-page part. Do you see what I'm saying? There's certain aspects of the campaign that you have to promote to get people to realize, look, this is a book, y'all.
Yeah.
This ain't a book, y'all.
It's not a floppy. It's a fucking.
It's what I'm saying. You got to make sure that that's a main selling point. A main part of what you're selling is you got to let people know. I'm not asking you for $50 for a 40-page book or a 50-page book. I'm asking for a 325-page book with a whole bunch of different people's stories and art in it, y'all. It's I mean, look, I haven't been doing this forever. I've been doing this for a year and a half. But one thing I've learned is people with enthusiasm about what they're selling usually do pretty good. You got all the enthusiasm, but you're also kind of down on yourself a little bit. You don't want to ask for help. Look, this is the COVID era. Everybody's out there asking for fucking help, Hart. Everybody. It's not that look, I'm asking for help just to keep my goddamn phone on right now. Everybody's asking for help, bro. Everybody's also trying to help everybody else. That's what Will and I do. We don't have no fucking money. I can barely back 1/100th of the books I see that I want to back. I ain't lying. I can't back hardly shit. I'm a broken ass. But I promote the hell out of everybody because I love what you guys do, and a lifetime of entertainment. I feel like I owe you guys something back. That's why I do what I do. But I don't want to see you. I want to see you succeed, bro. And I know that you have the contacts and all the shit that I don't have to get your book seen by a lot more people than I can. And all these people will see it there too because they all watch those channels too. You know what I'm saying? Everybody watching us probably watches all them other channels too. I mean, it's really the podcasting comic network. I don't even hardly watch anything on fucking TV at all anymore, Hart. I'm out here watching everybody's podcasts all the time, and that shit starts at 9 in the morning.
Well, I think that's a big part of the American population. That's part of the fragmentation of the studios. The fact that Joe Rogan has more. If you look at Joe Rogan's audience, he has more viewership than CNN, NBC, ABC, CNBC, all their news broadcasts. He has more of a viewership than them, and that's part of why I'm here. It's part of why I'm here is I feel that your audience is hardcore. So I wanted to talk to the hardcore comic book fans first. Before I called in favors, before I fucking talked to my big name friends. Oh, big name friends. Before I did that, I really wanted to get out there and talk to like the ground troops, the guys on the street. That's why I'm here. It's why I'm talking to you guys. I want to talk to the hardcore fans.
Look, Hart, really, I hope in 5 years that I'm sitting here with 1,000 people watching me at one time so that when I bring somebody out, he's being seen by 1,000 fucking people at one time. Look, it's going to take me a long time to get to that spot. It's like we work our asses off for this, but we also know there's people that just naturally have a much bigger audience than we do.
Sorry, I'm throwing ice at my hot
girl
assistant.
She about to hit you, bro.
That's
why he's keeping the helmet on. That's why he kept the helmet on. See?
No, you fucking jagoffs. I'm like, as soon as I get off the air, I'm getting my dick sucked. I'm sorry. I don't want to be sexist or nothing, but as soon as this fucking show is off, I'm going to get my cock smoked, and then I'm going to take a shower.
You should do it the other way around, bro.
No, it's about her appetite.
I'm just,
You gotta respect the ladies. You must respect the ladies, and the ladies will tell you what they want.
That's right. If she tells you go, then you go.
I've been throwing ice cubes at her the whole time. Who's been refreshing my drink? She's part of my fucking team. We've been dating. Been dating this girl. Sorry. for about a year.
I'm going to say she has to be a keeper considering what she puts up with you.
Put up with. Should I go public with this?
Dara says we don't need apologies for head.
Hart, shut up. Hart, shut up. Don't tell them this. My inner voice is saying, shut the fuck up. Guys, I want to ask you a question.
All right. And Will's going to answer first.
William, how often do you wake up to getting your dick sucked by a gorgeous woman?
In my life, fucking never. I had to go to work for that shit.
Okay, so for myself, I feel like a braggadocious asshole when I'm going to brag.
You do that. You brag for all of us.
I normally wake up like 3 days a week, maybe 4, and I'm getting head. So
I told you she's a keeper.
I'm getting a Hummer. We're going sexy. We're going. I'm sorry. This is all about the Bill the Bull Omnibus. Let's talk about my sex life. And so this lovely lady handles my business every morning, or 2 times a morning, or 3 times a morning. I'll get my Hummer and I'll pop my load, and then I fall back asleep, and I wake up to having my dick sucked, and then I fall back asleep again. And then third time is when I normally wake up. Like, I got to get up. I got to get out of bed. And I'm not lying to anybody. This is just my life. Sorry, I had a whole career in adult films. Sorry. Worked in porn for a long time. Sorry.
No, that's great. That's awesome. Love it.
In my time working in adult films, I never, ever slept with one actress that I worked with in adult films.
Hart, he's like Jimmy from way across the world.
I feel like we're going into overtime. Are we like getting exciting here? Are we starting to talk about good stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's the fucking point. Look, I got about 30 minutes before I gotta head out to work. It's 5:48 in the morning. But, dude, as a smaller creator,
10:48 for me. What the fuck time? Where the fuck do you live?
The Netherlands.
I'm in the Netherlands. I'm across the fucking pond.
We're worldwide, bro.
Okay, so you're in a different time zone. So you got to early to get in here, talk about my blowjob practices.
Well, I meant to come in here before when we're still talking fucking Bill the Bull. But, look, mate, I'm about the same numbers in crowdfunding right now as you are on your Kickstarter. You know, I think I'm at like, what, 3.1K?
Right now in the Kickstarter, we're about 13% through the whole fucking thing. So we're like, I think the exact number is $2,700 some odd dollars.
Yeah, 266.7. So
there you go,
dude. You like crowdfunders in general is building up the hype. You know, especially with something this big. You want to have 1,000 followers on your on the Kickstarter page, you know, like the preview page, and then at least 3,000 on your email list to reach these numbers. Because
I'm sorry, are you telling me what I need to reach to hit the investment I got?
That is how much marketing you have to have done before you even launch for numbers this big. That's how this industry works right now. And this is not to talk down on you or anything. Like, the art looks awesome. I really hope you're gonna hit that goal. But let's talk numbers here. How big is your email? Like, do you have a newsletter?
Nope.
Start on one. Seriously. You know, make a monthly thing like,
hi,
hey guys, I'm working on this.
Hi, how are you? My wife, who was my partner in my TV channel, died 3 years ago. So I used to have 2 different TV channels, and I had a partner, which was my wife, who died a horrible death of colon cancer. Hi, how are you? My TV channel, well, we've been fighting for our life, and we're the #1 horror TV channel around the world. But I'm doing this by myself. So I got back involved in Kickstarter by myself. I don't have a staff. I'm alone. You're telling me everything I already fucking know, but I need help, god damn it. I need fucking help. Thank you for what you're saying. You're absolutely correct. But as I launched into this, I had nobody. Nobody. I'm all alone. No, I'm all alone. In the middle of COVID, in the middle of like my business partner on my #1 TV show dropped dead of a heart attack on October 3rd. Died. My mom had brain surgery last year in June. I saved her fucking life. I showed up at the last minute and I saved her fucking life. So right now, where I'm at, everything you say is correct, sir. You're right. Every bit of advice you're giving me is correct. But my reality isn't what you're saying. I'm alone. I need help. It's why I'm on this channel. It's why I'm talking to the fans. I need help. Okay, it's great to know that I need a fucking email list of 3,000 people. Where's that email list coming from? Who's going to send those emails?
Promotion is all about. Look, before you launched the campaign, did you launch a pre-campaign? Did you launch the pre-campaign like for a month and build up any kind of? This is what we're talking about.
That's all I'm talking about.
Goddamn Kickstarter, you son of a
I know, Hart. Look, we're not trying to talk down to you. What I'm saying is, you didn't do the things that you need before the campaign.
No, everything you're saying is right. Everything you guys are saying is really on par. Everything you guys are saying is totally correct. But I didn't have a big build-up.
Because you didn't know. Right, because you didn't know, and you're there now. Because you didn't know, and you did what you did, and you got it going, and it's up and running now. Now's the time to pull in those favors, bro. Because if you had known ahead of time and set this up ahead of time and got you a mailing list built up, you wouldn't need none of them people, right? You wouldn't need us. You see what I'm saying? Your book would be selling itself if you had done pre-launch campaign work. But because you didn't, you got 14 days left. Now you got to pull in the favors, bro. This is either hit or miss. It either happens or it doesn't.
Listen to me, Pops. I'm a long-distance endurance swimmer. I'm an endurance swimmer. Now is when I go for it.
That's what I'm saying. Go for it.
It's when I go for it. Now! Yeah. I can't stand all these assholes who gamed the system. This notion of gaming the system. Oh, I got my funding. It's bullshit. I have a real product. I have something amazing.
If they fulfill, I don't care what their funding is. I don't care how many backers they got. If they fulfill their campaign, if their campaign funds and they fulfill, that's all I give a shit about.
We've got great.
I don't care if they got 25 backers or if they got 500 backers. As long as I get my book.
We're going to get through this campaign. Okay, so people are looking at this and they're like, oh my God, Conor McGregor's rocked on the ropes in the first round. Motherfucker, it ain't over till the fat lady sings.
That's right.
I'm going to hit it now. I'm hitting it now.
Fucking ask streamers. Go to Shade of Red. Go to
talk to RJ at Critical Blast.
Yeah.
I think you've already talked to RJ, right? Go on RJ's show. I mean, go on all these shows.
I'm going to be on RJ's show. I'm going to be on Critical Blast.
Have you been on Morning Roast? Have you been on Simon's show?
Go on Backer Shop.
Simon Portier, Sim. Have you been on his show?
Nope.
Morning Roast, Chris Evans and Simon. They have a show. That's what I'm saying. You got friends, dude.
You got
Hit me up. Fucking text me. Fucking hit me up. Tell me who I gotta be on. This is a learning experience. Like, you guys are teaching me. I'm learning. You guys are
that's
all
what the madness. That's kind of what I built with the madness. I try to bring all the podcasters and all the creators to one place. You guys can all find each other really easy. If you look at the madness, any night you'll see 8, 9 different podcasts. Ask these guys. Every night there's a bunch of different podcasts, and all these guys are approachable. The problem is most of them are booked past the end of your campaign.
I made $1,500 on this book in May. Yeah?
I'm sorry, what? Rephrase.
I made $1,500 on this book in May. Right now, I'm selling it like over double with this one because I fulfilled the one in May. I made massive losses on this one. I didn't care. I just wanted to get the book out, you know? And now I'm making a profit. And crowdfunding is about fucking building an audience. And it's about starting with the smaller books. If you made these smaller issues in 83, like, and you printed maybe 100 of them, you know, then
I have to interrupt you. I'm sorry. Hi, I'm Hart D. Fisher, the publisher of Boneyard Press. These books have sold thousands of copies. Thousands, not 100, God damn it. Don't insult me that way. Dude, thousands of fucking copies. It's one of the most influential books in the industry. If you watch the Hellboy movies, the Hellboy movies are based on Bill the Bull. They're not based on Mike Mignolia's fucking comics. They're based on Bill the Bull. It's part of why I'm back. I've sold thousands of these goddamn things. Awesome. It's part of my problem with me whoring myself out. I'm the real thing. So I have a problem. I feel like I'm being whore. I'm on the street corner whoring out my cunt. That's my problem here. Is I have
that's literally what we're all doing.
I've got the good stuff. I did this. I was sitting there on the couch of the producer of Hellboy reading all the Bill the Bull books before they made the Hellboy movie. Guys, this is not a kiddie thing. We're only in the beginning of the campaign. We're in the beginning. You guys are like acting like I'm gonna fail. This thing's gonna win. This thing's going to fulfill itself. We will get there. And I'm avoiding gaming the system. I hate gaming the system. I have an actual product with actual amazing art, amazing writing, and I'm here to present a good product.
There's no going on Ethan's show ain't gaming the system. Going on my show ain't gaming the system. There's no difference. Self-promotion is king during these times.
What I'm talking about, guys, is where all of a sudden you're all alone. The system, so all of a sudden you hit your campaign goal on day one. That's what I'm talking about, you guys. I'm talking about that.
That's not what we're talking about, bro.
Gaming the system. That's not a real product here.
We're less about what other people are doing. We're talking about what you're doing, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're not talking about other people. We're talking about you.
But the advice you guys are giving me involves gaming the system. And
it's not gaming the system.
Nobody's telling you to go start your campaign over and set a lower goal. I'm telling you to go get on these shows where enough people see you to get the goal. That's what I'm telling you. Go
just telling you things that you could learn for next time. But right now, you got to get on these shows.
You got to go
with 2 weeks left. How long did your campaign already run for?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
So you made 30% in 2 weeks. You know, and
you made
no. I mean, as someone who's had the same fucking struggles, I only started getting numbers once I started going on screens. You know, and these were still small ones.
Guys, I am booked. every night this week to be interviewed about this campaign. Every night this week, I'm booked.
Okay, how many shows? Who showed you on?
7.
Whose? I said.
I won't name them because.
Well, how can we watch and promote them if you don't name them? All I do is share people's dreams.
You guys get confused. So when I appear on your show, I want to reach your audience. It isn't my job to promote your show. So when I'm on your show,
dude,
I am
trying to bounce your fan base off other fan bases to increase your fan base. We do the same thing with our shows. We bounce them off each other to increase the audience.
Said it. Like I'm on RJ Carter's show. I'm on Pop's show. I'm on all these different shows.
But what you're gonna find is a lot of the people
in July. But I mean, I'm talking about there's a lot of shows, bro. There are a lot of shows.
Here's my problem, guys. Here's my problem. My issue is this. I have all these relationships. I have all these people that know me, all these people I deal with, and my concern is, and me being hurt, is the fact that they should be promoting this on their own. They should be promoting because we're friends. Because they worked on these books, they should all be promoting this. This has been my big disappointment.
That's why I asked you and Frank have been on
this is my disappointment. This is my disappointment. All this thing of like you guys say, oh, you got to get on this show, you got to get on that show. Folks, gentlemen, I'm upset because I should be invited on these shows. Get it?
But you're not going to.
Part of my ego is hurt in the fact that I have not been invited to be on these shows.
Okay. Well,
that's part of my ego. I'm a human being. I'm an artist, and I have an ego. And so, therefore, part of my insult is when I'm not invited on a show, I have a hard time begging to be on this show.
So don't beg. I tell you, you just go in their chats and you just say hi. You just go in the chat on the streams and let everybody see that you're there and let nature take its course.
You always have
standing on the sidelines. You're not watching those streams and not getting involved in those streams.
Pops, stop. I want to hear the other guy.
You always have a no. Like, doesn't matter what you're talking about. You can get a yes. And that's what, like, if you have been posting on your social media, and it doesn't matter if it's Twitter or Facebook or Instagram, whatever, 10% of those people are going to see what you posted at most. You know, I have people on like my Facebook friends list that have no idea that I had ran a campaign until it ended, and they suddenly saw a post of mine going, yeah, the campaign is over. You know, I'm Indie now on Indiegogo. You know, because
get my drink. God. Let's go.
Jesus fuck. I want one of yours. Bloody hell.
I'm sorry. I'm a dominant. I got slaves.
But there's so many little people that are gonna see it unless you either put in money for ads or you go by, you know, you tag them real quick. Like, guys, we fucking launched and I need, can you help me share this out? You know, if you got a show going on, hit me up. I would love to be on there. You know, I'd love to talk years.
Okay. My thing has been this. A lot of people in the industry advised me, okay, we're going to go to the gaming system. I have a real product. I have something that comic book fans want. So the idea of me gaming the system makes me sick. It makes me vomit. I'm here to offer a real product with amazing artists, amazing stories, and that's what's important. It isn't the marketing. It isn't about all that bullshit. I love this book. I love these characters, and I believe in this. It's why I'm on this show. It's why I think this show's important to reach those different people. God damn it. This thing is huge for me. It's a rebirth. It's a coming back. And you guys are right about the marketing. And you know stuff I do not. This is my first Kickstarter campaign. And it's new to me. I've been doing TV. I've been doing, well, okay, for the audience at home who don't know, hi, I'm Hart D. Fisher, the owner and author of American Horrors, the #1 fastest growing TV channel in the world for horror. And so I've had an issue. I don't have a commercial for this omnibus on my own TV network because I've had issues about conflicting with like exploiting my audience.
Well, that's the thing. You're not exploiting your audience.
But I feel that way.
No, of course you do. That's really hard. Trust me, I know. Varian Grant of IndieVault is having the same issue, where he sometimes is afraid to share his sponsors because he feels like he's exploiting his audience. This is a normal thing. This is really just a normal thing. And what I'm telling you is like, you get a really big, growing TV network. That means that those horror fans are going to be some of the comic fans that read Bill the Bull back in the 80s. You don't know who is watching. And that's the thing. And suddenly they see it combined. They're like, holy crap, I need that. Man, I remember reading that when I was a kid. That is the kind of thing that is exactly what you need for this to work out. Because you have the audience. You have that following. They don't know you. Like, just because they follow you for horror doesn't mean that they won't follow you for comics as well.
Okay, you guys don't know this about me, but I've been involved with a lot of stuff involving at-risk youth, and I've been working a lot with, you guys heard of Ronda Rousey? You know who Ronda Rousey is?
Yeah, I know who she is, yeah.
All right.
Not me, but I'm a rookie. I'm very small, but...
It's okay. Ronda was a huge MMA fan. Ronda was the reason that the UFC has a female fighting division. It was because of Ronda. Yep. And her mom is my friend, Anne-Marie DeMars. She's my friend. I'm a long-term martial arts practitioner. Cool. I've been involved in martial arts for 30 years. So Anne-Maria, she was doing a whole thing about raising money for developing a video game to teach Indians, like American Indians on the reservation, about math. It was called Spirit Lake Games. You could see this on YouTube. And so I volunteered to help her raise money for this. I've done this over and over again with American Horrors. With my TV network, we've helped raise money for the Special Olympics, for Spirit Lake Games, and for stop. I'm going to stop. And so Anne-Maria, when I did the Spirit Lake Games ad for her, where we were raising money to create a video game to help American Indians learn math, what Anne-Maria told me was, she said, Hart, your fans, they didn't deliver the most money, but you delivered the most fans. So in that campaign for Spirit Lake Games, I, Hart D. Fisher, delivered more people to that campaign than anybody else.
Yeah.
And
I fully believe that. Like,
what's weird for me is that I've been unable to do that for myself.
That's because helping yourself is the worst thing in the world. Because it feels so bad, you know, because you don't like. Yeah, it feels like you're mixing audiences. It feels like you're exploiting them. But you're talking about two completely different products. If they're paying for the horror network, you know, to watch, then that is just for that horror network. If you put out an ad,
you can watch American Horror for free. American Horror is free on Roku, GluedTV.com, AmericanHorrors.com, and AmericanHorrorsFilmFestival.com, and BoneyardPress2020.com.
Perfect. So, if you put out an ad, just, you know, put a 30-second slot about Bill the Bull, you're not exploiting them because it's their decision to go and have a look. You know?
You struck
but
a nerve.
Every one of those viewers.
Here, she's pointing at me, she's yelling at me quietly. You hit a nerve.
But the thing is, like, you are not exploiting anyone for making them interested in a product. You're only exploiting them the moment you go and, if you don't back this book, I'm going to fail. You're going to and guilt tripping them.
The problem for me has been exploiting my relationships, my friendships. That's been my problem.
And look, those friendships, if you put everything into supporting them,
shit, what happened?
I don't know. Your phone flipped, I think. But if you put everything into supporting them, then you can ask a little favor back. And it doesn't have to be a big one. It doesn't have to be monetary. It could just be, hey, man, would you like to do a quick draw stream? You know, and let's draw Bill the Bull together. You know, let's talk the years. Did we lose him?
I think he's frozen.
Yeah, shit.
Hey, Mike, what would you do if you knew Ethan Van Sciver?
I'd hit him up. Like, hey, dude, I'm launching this book. I wanted to do it solo. I can't. I'm sorry. Well, but do you think you're putting out a stream anytime soon? I would love to join him and have a chat. You know, that's it. Nothing more. He can say no. Pops, you're still muted.
Oh,
yeah, I know. Oh my God, you're crying. You're nearly crying, man. But like, it's if you're putting out that amount of effort for others, put it in for yourself too. You know, dare to ask for something back. It doesn't have to be big.
I just can't emphasize enough that exposure is king. The more people that see what you're doing, the more chance you have of somebody backing what you're doing.
Yeah.
And that's the, I'm not trying to argue with dude about his principles or any of that. This is the COVID era. This is the podcasting era. This is where comic people get seen. Okay, yeah, I got a show. My show's small potatoes compared to his friends. That's all I'm saying. I want to see him succeed. I want to see him, you know, I want to see him on Niall and Billy's show. I want to see him on those shows that have way more viewers than I do, so that more people see his book, so he'll have more backers. I'm not trying to exploit anybody. They just have a bigger audience than I do. Their audience, my audience, isn't more hardcore than theirs. You know, I mean, it's not like we're like more ground floor than them. Those people, you know, they've been following She and Cyberfrog for decades, man.
Yeah.
Decades.
Yeah, and it would be the same with this. Just going on with you know, saying to Debbie and Billy, you're like, if you guys got time, can I pop on the show to you know, show what I got going on?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and even, come on, Niles. Niles is cool. I talk to him, you know, it's like he responds. It's like, hit him up, you know. These guys, come on. All they want to do is help indie promoters.
Yeah.
If you guys are friends, I'm sure they're just like amazed that you're not like in the chat with and you know, participating. That's what, come on, I do. Why do you think I go over there and I chat in their chat and stuff? Because I want more people to know what we're doing over here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to expand our fan base. I go to a much bigger fan base to do that.
Okay, I gotta start heading out to work. Well, I gotta prep for work.
All right, brother.
Go ahead and pimp your book real quick.
Yeah, guys, Love and Cora issue 4.
I'm gonna take over Will's show right now.
There we go. Love and Cora issue 4. Proof prints are in. I'm selling a couple because the printer was nice to me, and I got a few more than I expected. And they're gonna be scribbled in and shit.
He's back.
Hey, welcome back, dude. But yeah,
my phone went
right
dead.
Now. Go check it out if you like world building and fantasy creatures. And take it easy, lovelies. I gotta head off to work.
Peace.
All right, Mike. Take care. Thanks for coming on.
Take it easy, Hart. Best of success to you. And stay awesome. You know, you're doing awesome work. So also, if you can open up shipping to the Netherlands for your book, then I would love to get a copy.
There you go, right there. See,
I'm Swedish. God damn it, I'm Swedish. Fuck yeah.
I'm gonna check out too. I'm gonna let Will have his show back. So, look, Hart, I'll see you. You know, we're gonna be talking in the future anyway. I'm gonna try to put together the best possible.
No, I hate Pop. I hate Pop. No, I won't talk to you. No, you're evil. You're evil. My phone went dead. I had to like run upstairs and plug it in. You fucker. But no, Pop. No. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you.
Hashtag cancel Pops.
Hey, it's always great to make an impression, right?
Cheers, lad. Fucking cheers.
Peace, Hart. I'll talk to you. Will.
Later.
Stay awesome, guys.
Love you guys.
There we go. So,
dude, I'm sorry. The phone went dead.
That's all right. We
went way longer than normal, dude. I'm seeing like 3 hours. Did we really do 3 hours?
Yeah. Lorenzo thought you just went and got some head.
No, it takes longer than that. Like, for her to suck my cock, it's going to take a while.
I'm still watching. Be nice. Be quiet, Pops. You're on mute. There we go. Oh, man. So, yeah,
Thank you, William.
We've been on this a long time. It's been awesome hanging out with you, and I'm gonna keep promoting this fucking project no matter what.
Dude, thank you, Bill. Thank you for having me on your show. I meant everything I said.
And dude, get that 30-second commercial slot done, and I will air it on every podcast I run 5 days a week.
Dude, thank you. I will.
Get it, and I'll run it as a regular spot over on the Outright Geekery page too.
I will, and right now I'm going to go get that fucking blowjob. Sorry, buddy. Gonna get that head. Talk to you later.
Later on.